How's it going, YouTube? My name's Sheik, and I'm here with my stream getting ready to do another Pokemon Pocket tier list, and we're going to be ranking the current top meta decks in the game. I'm going to call on each viewer that's in the Discord one by one, and then once they give their insight and tell us where they think it should be on the tier list, then we're going to open up discussion, go back and forth if we agree or disagree. Let me know in the comments below if we got this tier list right, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button, and if you're new, subscribe, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace. We are here with Shiro, Ash, Nacho, Shinx, Matt, as well as Chapel. We're going to get ready to do this tier list. We're going to keep it, I'm going to say let's try to keep it PG-13, guys. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, bet. So, first and foremost, Ash, where do you believe Articuno EX should go?
Articuno EX is definitely the worst out of the three mythical birds, no?
The worst out of the three mythical birds, okay.
I would say a strong B tier starting out, strong B tier. Definitely not meta, not terrible.
Okay. Now, is there anybody else here in the chat that would argue that it needs to be higher or lower?
I agree with
No, I think B's a good spot. Now, I want to clarify. This is talking about Articuno 18T, yeah? Not like some Articuno Manaphy.
No. This
Articuno
is
18T.
just straight up two Articunos. Everything else is a trainer supporter card.
Yeah, low B, but mid, somewhere around there. It's definitely
the worst mythical bird, no?
Right.
Yeah, because I would say it's I'm not a huge Zapdos fan. It's definitely not as good as Moltres.
Yeah.
We could definitely say it's not as good as
Yeah.
Moltres.
Right.
Moltres is the GOAT. I would say I'm okay with keeping it at B, and then we can always move it around later.
So the only reason why Moltres is good because it gets like carried by other strong fire types like Infernape and Charizard.
I disagree. I think it enables them.
I knew that was coming. Although, here recently, I'm not saying I'm a convert, but yeah, chat, if you've seen some of the other tier lists, Nacho here is a big believer that Moltres carries the fire type. And it's like, the Infernape deck is fast and aggressive. The Charizard deck is overbearingly powerful.
Yeah, once you get Charizard online with multiple energy, that's a GG. 9 out of 10 times.
It's over. 6 energy Charizard comes out. There's nothing faster at ending a game than a fully charged Charizard.
Hey, bro. I just say in my tournament today, I played against this Char deck. They evolved 2 full Charizards, got full energy on both of them, and I still beat this guy.
Yeah, but you're literally Nacho, though. So, I mean, that's going to happen. So, we will keep Articuno at B.
Huge amount of copium, bro. Come on, dude.
I have not seen Charizard in a while now.
So, I know...
I have not seen Charizard.
I've seen a pretty good bit of Charizards.
I was about to say, lucky you. I'm running into it plenty. And every time I do, it's like... the PG-13 hole clenches pretty tight.
I've been playing against a lot of good Gallades. Actually,
so
we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to Charizard. Charizard's going to be safe for last. I'm sure there'll be plenty arguments there, but next is going to be Aerodactyl with Lucario. So I want to hear from Chapel on this one. Aerodactyl EX and Lucario. What are we feeling?
Okay, so this is the deck with this runs the Mars Shadow. Sometimes you'll see Far-Fetched, but not frequently. It's fairly aggressive. Aerodactyl lead is pretty disruptive to a good bit of the decks in the meta. It shuts down the Magnezone, it shuts down Greninja, it shuts down Charizard. Aerodactyl can do some work, but I feel like the deck is a little bit clunky in the early game and the late game.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Where it's like, the dream setup is, Aerodactyl out front, you've got both Lucarios online, one energy on your Marshadow, everything's going your way, but like before it gets rolling, it doesn't do a whole lot of anything. And after your opponent gets rolling, it doesn't keep up as aggressively as it does in the mid game. You know, it starts to fall off in effectiveness where other decks start to hit their stride.
That is true,
So
because
I'm
it's
gonna
not
say-
super strong, to be honest.
I'm going to say mid-high B tier. It's above Articuno 18T, not far above it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does everybody else feel about that?
Well, can I just say, I think Articuno is heading to phase
I
9.
think it's C tier, bro. Fighting sucks still. Even though bro said fighting our decks are pretty good, nah, they suck, sir. I still run Mewtwo over here, sir. I'm just telling you, bro.
Oh, trust
It's
me.
about to be heartbroken when we get to Mewtwo, man.
Oh yeah, it's going
I would
straight
lower-
to Ash
I
when it
would
gets Mewtwo.
lower this deck into C tier, by the way. So
Right. I would too, but I would also put Articuno down with it. And I think Articuno
Yeah, I
might be
think-
clogging our vision.
Well, like I said about my Machamp and Tackle deck, you have to get that old Amber before you can get the Reover. So that means you have to start with a Reover or another basic Pokemon that you have to put in your deck.
yeah,
That's not wrong. Now, and I do agree with what we were talking about earlier, because we were talking about Aerodactyl, Articuno, where they're going to be lined up with each other. And somebody said it earlier in the chat. I'm sorry, but Articuno 18 Trainer is GA Cope at this point. Like, it's falling off so
100
hard.
damage with one Lucario is not that good, and doesn't break that point with many EX and even middle stages with Cape. So
Okay. So I feel like I will take the next one personally, because I feel like it's a no-brainer. It's Celebi Eggs. We know it's on top of the meta. This is one of those decks that, when I say it's on top of the meta, I mean when you look at the meta lists that go from power levels, this thing is in the triple digits, where everything else is in mid to lower double digits. So I'm gonna put it S tier. Now, everybody else in Discord call, how are we feeling about Celebi Eggs being at the top of S tier right now?
I agree with Celebi Eggs being in S tier, but I believe it should be lower than Celebi Superior. So you have to rely on
Crazy.
getting that egg at the beginning.
Actually, I agree about that, but I think the Exeggutor should be above the Celebi, not the Celebi above the Exeggutor.
So
That's crazy take.
I was actually
I agree.
about to say Celebi Superior, which we'll get to it. And you know what? Since it's both Celebi decks, let's just lump them together. Now, last meta. No, don't hear me out. Hear me out. This is just hear me out, y'all. Last
Hold on, boys.
meta, it would be here. Current meta.
Oh, you talking about Superior? Hold on, I got some Nacho. You already brace yourself.
Current
Nacho.
meta,
Brace yourself, Nacho.
I put it B or C.
Yeah.
I'm saying B.
Yeah, I agree.
It does a lot of damage, especially if it still has the Exeggutor in the list.
Celebi counters Darkrai. Simple as that. Superior Celebi
Mhm.
still counters Darkrai, bro. And not just Darkrai. It also is ridiculous, bro. It's one of them decks where you got to be careful, because if you don't, you're going to lose. So, I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter if it counts Darkrai, since if you flip enough heads, it's going to kill Darkrai anyway. How much HP does Darkrai have? Like 160?
140.
That's not the point, bro. Celebi is, bro, listen. Celebi and Superior only got help with communication, so I wouldn't sleep on that Superior, to be honest. I would lower.
I still think it's not necessary. It's bloat. The Exeggutor one Celebi shell is so much more consistent. The game plan is tighter. It wins more consistently. The Superior deck is a party trick. It's, hey, look, Mom, I did 700 damage again.
Nah, I don't like that, bro.
not needed.
Nah, dude. With the communications, all stage 2's got buffed, man.
All right, so stream chat.
Actually,
How are we
Ash.
feeling about Superior Celebi? Personally, I'm not putting it above Eggs, because Eggs
Not above
Celebi
eggs.
takes out eggs, or not egg superior, but it takes out
Yeah.
Celebi superior, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 8 out
Chat
of 10
says
games.
this is Pokemon ESPN.
That's a good comment.
Well, I think they should be equals because you have to rely on getting the eggs at the beginning and getting the Celebi at the beginning.
So let me just throw this out there. So with my personal Celebi eggs deck, I 90% of the time, I would even say 95% of the time, I start with eggs in hand because I only run 2 Exeggutes and 1 Celebi, but I still run double Pokeball. So even like somehow I'm having eggs in my hand to put out turn 1, if not turn 2.
Yeah.
That's right.
Be able to put a wall out
Shit,
there.
you know,
get
it's the
executed.
opposite. It's literally the opposite for me lately, bro. I've been starting with nothing but Celebi, so I'm like, really? So I might as well just run Superior. If I'm starting with
but
Celebi
that's
and
results-based thinking.
Exeggutor's nowhere to be
That's not
found,
taking
I
the
might as
deck.
well run Superior.
No, that's not taking the deck in aggregate to like its average game. That's your personal experience.
Yeah.
Bad luck on your part isn't. It's
Yeah,
not going to
you
determine where a
think,
deck
bruh?
sits on the tier list.
See, here's the thing,
Yeah,
Ash. I think you're getting bad
absolutely.
luck because you're not using Mewtwo. That's all it is about it.
For real, bro. And you know what, Sheik, bro?
Oh.
I've actually slapped Miss Drevius and Mismagius into Mewtwo,
Mm-hmm.
and I've actually been cooking, bro. You can ask Nacho. I've actually
That's
been
cap,
cooking.
bro.
Really?
He is
Come
cooking
on,
a whole
man.
lot of
You're
nothing,
so
Cap,
bro.
you can ask him. It's Cap.
Opium is real, bro. I'll tell you.
How is
Bro,
how's bro gonna ask and then get shut down by the person he asked?
I think the Mismagius
Yeah,
Mewtwo
he's
deck is
coping
the
now.
same as the
Nacho's
solo
coping, bro.
quest
Nacho's
one.
coping.
That is way too many Pokemon.
Yeah, Nacho's coping, bro. But
Alright.
Darkrai
You
and
have to
Greninja,
go Gardevoir, Mewtwo.
I think that deck is the same as the solo deck that use.
So
What?
I would be willing to stretch it and say Celebi Superior is low A tier.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
because-
as high as I would put
No,
it.
no. I
Yeah.
think B is already good
I
enough.
feel like it's top B or
I'm about
low
to say
A.
you're tripping if you don't think Celebi itself is not B tier or A tier. Like, come on, or S tier.
You do like A
It's like,
minus.
bro.
We'll keep
Celebi
it here
just
for now,
ramps so
and then we'll
bad.
move around when needed.
Yeah.
But next, I want to hear from Jex. Are you here?
Yep. I'm here.
How are we feeling about Darkrai Greninja?
Personally, I don't even have Darkrai, so I don't have any hands-on experience with that dude. But I mean, chip on chip damage is always a good thing, and it's not really like a lot of vulnerability.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Now,
Okay,
how
so
would
just
you
like
say when you go up against Darkrai Greninja? Would you say you
Yeah.
beat him a lot, or is it something that you would say you struggle with?
I'd say it's solid like 60-40. Like they're winning most of the time, just because that
Yeah.
chip is so aggressive.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, it's
Like, it's
cracked.
not-
It's honestly,
yeah.
it shouldn't be here. It shouldn't be here. Honestly, it's not even the best version. Honestly, me personally, I think the Weevil version is too cracked with the Dawn. But
This is hilarious.
this one is annoying. Yeah, both
So,
of these two.
Jex, if you had to decide, what tier would you put Darkrai Greninja in?
I mean, it's really good. It's not unbeatable. It's solid. It's useful. It does its job. I say A above Celebi.
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Does everybody
I'd
here
I'll
agree
say
with that,
S.
or do y'all disagree
Nah, I
with
say,
it?
I say S. Sheik. Sheik, I
I
say, I
actually
say,
don't.
yeah, I say
Darkrai
S too.
Greninja is the in my opinion.
It is
and
S tier.
From what
It
I've
is.
seen from
It
like
is.
tournament results and all that, it's the most threatening build
Yeah.
of a
It's
very
one of the most.
aggressive deck.
Yep, it's one of the most. It's very strong, bro. Trust me, I fought it.
I don't think it's the only Darkrai build that goes in S tier, but I do think it is the best version.
I fought it with like every
That's
deck,
crazy.
possible, every class. I fought it with every class, and it still wins. Like, bro, we all know Darkrai Greninja's cracked. What are we doing? It's S tier, bro. It didn't
Bro.
fall off completely. It's still S tier. Okay.
I mean, I'd be
It was
legit-
really good when
I-
the meta was the Magnezone Darkrai. When everyone was running the Kangaskhan's and you could just chip till you're, on turn 30. But now shit is getting way more fast tempo. You can't run the Kangs like those decks are usually running Double Kang. They get wiped out by Skarmory. It's just not quite living up to the Magnezone version. Magnezone is way stronger.
So
does this
Nacho,
not
would
have
you say
Magnezone
it's
in
still
it?
S though?
No. This is the Greninja build.
Wow. I still say it's S.
I think it's A, but
I agree.
I think the Magnezone
I
version is
find
better than the
you building
Greninja.
Greninja
The Magnezone go to the S. I think Greninja should be an A, I think.
Yeah, it's A. I mean, no, it's S
Yeah.
tier, bro.
top
You're
A,
building
top A.
Greninja in Darkrai behind Druddigon. It's cracked. It's honestly cracked, bro.
So we're getting about 50-50 here. 50% saying S, 50% saying A. Stream chat, how are we feeling about it? Are we thinking Greninja with Darkrai, or should I say Darkrai with Greninja, is going to be S tier or A tier? Now, if we go S tier, it's definitely not above Celebi eggs. I think we all agree
Yeah,
on
it's
that.
not. No.
If it's A tier, do we put it above Celebi Superior?
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah, it's
seeing
high
S
A
tier,
tier
S
or-
tier, A tier, S tier, high A tier. Okay,
Oh, it's split.
it is definitely
Lydia
split.
has a mixed opinion.
It's
You're
also
literally
50-50.
trolling talking about some
The chat-
A tier. It's not A tier. It's cracked. Have you ever fought this deck? Have y'all ever fought this deck?
I
bro?
have this deck,
Yeah.
yes.
I have,
Actually,
but
now that I
I
think about it,
I still think
Now that I
Magnezone
think
is
about it,
better
I
than the.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
The
yeah,
first
It is better.
Like, to be honest, I have. and
I would be
beat it.
willing to put
from
it
the
up
data I've
at
seen, the
S.
Greninja build is best.
Yeah.
But like, once I think about it, it's like when I play Darkrai, what am I more scared of? The Magnezone version or the Greninja version? It's like
Magnezone.
definitely the
Magnezone.
Magnezone version.
Yeah,
The Greninja version
Magnezone
I
scares me a little bit.
use way more often.
Yeah.
So
But I would still say it's a competent.
Yeah.
It's technically
A tier.
involved. Like it's there's a lot of decisions that need to be made with the
Yeah.
Darkrai Greninja deck, and it's like with a good pilot, low S tier. With
Yeah.
the average player,
A
probably
tier.
high A tier.
okay,
Yeah.
so we will keep it at low S for right now. We can change it later if we
Yeah.
need to.
Yeah.
But the next one is going to be Darkrai Magnezone. Shiro, how are
Mhm.
you feeling about this?
I feel that it should be above Darkrai Greninja and below
Yeah.
Celebi Exeggutor.
Okay.
Nice.
So S tier above
Yeah.
the Greninja build, but below Celebi eggs, which I personally agree with. I know on
Yeah, I agree with
paper the Greninja tournament topping seems to do better, but whenever I'm playing random battles or if I'm playing against viewers, I get more scared seeing Magnezone than I do seeing Greninja, personally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does
And
anybody
it's not
dispute that?
even-
No, I think that's a fair assessment of the deck.
Right.
I definitely don't think it's nowhere near beating Eggs Celebi.
No.
But,
Egg Celebi is
you know,
just
yeah,
insane
trying to-
now.
Oh yeah. But
So,
like
correct.
between Darkrai Magnezone and Darkrai Greninja,
Mhm.
a lot of it comes up to who's piloting the deck,
Mhm.
what kind of draw they get. They're really close.
Yeah.
But I think you nailed it where it's like, yeah, if you see Druddigon out front, Darkrai and Magnemite on the bench, you're gonna have a bad time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
It's the Greninja list is not quite fast enough for this meta. If you have
Yeah,
the
like,
Magnezone, you can
LA
actually
Bricks
take
just
down.
said it in the chat, bro. LA Bricks just said it in the chat. It bricks more often than not. It just
Mhm.
it just. Cause let's think about it. How many basics are in there? You got two Druds, two Darkrai's, 6.
And I also want to
Okay.
point out, Magnezone makes its own energy, whereas Greninja,
Yeah.
you're literally doing nothing with it except for chip
Yeah,
damage.
you can't attack with Greninja.
So
It's
Yeah.
just another.
it's literally for
damage.
chip
Yeah.
damage only. So
Yeah.
you have one that's makes its own energy and can swing in for 110, which is hefty for a non-EX,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
It-
And then
it-
you
it's
have
a
one
good
that
hit.
just chips for 20. So
With not that much of a drawback.
true,
Just
true.
take
Right.
off that energy,
Right.
but she already
And
yourself.
once you put Dawn into it as well, you can steal the energy from Magnezone to use it on Darkrai. if
Oh
needed.
my god, yes. Dude, so I had never seen that play until a couple of
you
days
guys
ago,
are
but like this man he brings out the Darkrai, he puts on the energy, deals the 20 damage, and I'm thinking, okay, well, next turn I'm really in some trouble. And then Dawn hits the field and it's like,
Yep.
it's game. He wins.
It's game. That's all she wrote. Yes.
The Dawn tech, spooky to go against.
And-
it's actually gross.
And speaking of Dawn, that's going to play a big role in this next deck. Now, Shinx, if you would like, Darkrai Weavile. How are we feeling about Darkrai Weavile?
I definitely think it's better than Darkrai Greninja, but not better than Darkrai Magnezone. I have not seen a lot of people play it, but I have.
I do think it's better than Darkrai and Magnezone.
Hold on.
What?
Yeah, okay. I do.
To be honest,
Correct.
you kind of have to rely on getting the Darkrai and Free Evolution to Weavile.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my first build of Darkrai was Darkrai Weavile, and I'll say this: Darkrai Weavile is probably the funnest build of Darkrai, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not as strong as Magnezone.
Yes.
I have a better win percentage with Darkrai Weavile than I have with Darkrai Greninja, personally.
I feel
Just
like
because
Weavile doesn't do a lot of damage, because it does what?
it does
40, then
really good
80.
No,
early
bro.
game
See,
damage.
no. What does he talk about? He's coping, bro. Sheik, Weavile is ridiculous, bro. Honestly, like.
Because what
we
I
all
like
know
to do
this,
with
bro.
Weavile is say I get
With
Spirit
Dawn-
Tome onto the
with
field.
Dawn, You get hit
Yes.
for how the damage is just honestly outrageous, bro. Turn 3 Weavile. It's just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And
Okay,
yeah,
so
with
Oh,
Dawn, it
bro.
is really
I
good
like
though
the Darkrai
because.
Weavile deck.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I was
No,
gonna
go
say,
ahead.
so with Darkrai Weavile, what I like to do is say I get the starting evolution of Weavile. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Sneasel. You get it out in the
Yeah.
active zone. Next turn, I put out a Darkrai. I put energy on Darkrai. I evolve into Weavile. I don the energy off Darkrai onto
Come
Weavile,
on, dude.
and whatever is in their active spot, 8 times out of 10 is not very strong that early in the game and gets taken out. It is so much fun to play.
Come on,
personally.
dude. It doesn't matter what it is. Sheik is gonna die. It's 90 damage. Turn 3, bro. It's
Guys,
ridiculous.
you realize this is a
well,
4-card
Cardigan
combo
lives
you're
it,
talking
Moltres
about.
lives it, Exeggutor lives it. There's a lot that survives it, but like to your point, Ash, it is the fastest deck in a fast meta. I liken it to GA Articuno Starmie, which back in GA the meta was not fast. Yeah, you had Pikachu, that was pretty fast, but the meta itself was not a fast deck meta, barring Pikachu.
Yeah.
Now that it is a fast meta, Weavile feasts. I mean, you're really doing some damage with an on-curve Weavile Dawn.
And if
Like,
you got a
it's
helm,
fabulous.
yeah, it is, bro. I'm telling you. But it's
Guys.
neck and neck with Magnezone Darkrai.
Yeah.
It's still probably
It is
under.
not
I
even
feel like
close.
it still goes
It's
below
not even
Magnezone.
close.
No, Magnezone is a power gap ahead of Weavile. I'd say it's neck and neck with the Greninja deck. Where
No, it's
Greninja
not
is
even.
where it's a slow and prodding, and you really take your time with Darkrai Greninja. Darkrai Weavile is on the exact opposite end of the spectrum, and that's better in the current meta.
Yeah. So
Because it's fast.
all the
Let me-
Darkrai's are in S tier.
Bro, let me make a case
Not
right
the
now
next
for
one.
Weavile going in A tier, because you guys are all talking about this nuts combo
Okay,
where you have
A
the
tier.
Darkrai, and then you have the Sneasel, and then you have the Weevil, and then you have the Dawn. It's so nuts. You can do 90 before they set anything up. That happens.
And then you can dawn
1 in
again and do
200
80 more
games.
damage. No, listen. After you
Oh,
do
there's
that,
no
you
way
can
it's 1
dawn
in
again
200.
with
It's like
Darkrai,
1 in
bro.
4.
Okay, it's less than 1 in 4, but
So
but
I'm listening to what Nacho is
not,
saying.
Not in my experience. I with Professor, with
For
Pokemon,
real. Same,
I
same.
find it's about 1 in 4. You get it. Turn 2, the Weavile is active.
Yeah.
Now, to your point, that is the ideal scenario, but the deck is still a Darkrai deck. Even if you don't get the nuts, you're still dealing free damage with, Weavile is 1 energy to retreat, so, it's not long after the Darkrai is ready to go that it can come in and attack.
Yeah.
So,
And
you're absolutely right. The dream scenario is not the expected value for the deck's performance, but it happens often enough, and the threat of it happening puts the opponent on a timer.
True.
Yeah.
They have to play around the fact that you could have the Dawn, the Weavile, already in hand, ready to completely screw up their tempo, throw off their game plan from turn 2. And if you don't respect that, if you go, oh yeah, they don't have the Dawn, that is so much worse sitting on the other side of the table.
Oh, trust me, I know. How many times have I done that on stream? Oh, they don't have Sabrina. They don't have Giovanni. They don't have this. They don't have that. And they always have it. They always have it. Every single time.
Pain, bro.
So I'm good with Weavile Darkrai being there. Now, this next Darkrai build is easily the worst Darkrai build, in my personal opinion. And see, Matt, I see that you're muted. Would you like to speak on Darkrai Weezing, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Darkrai Weezing is the worst variant of all of the 4 Darkrais. It is the slowest one. It does need its time. It's basically a solid burn deck until the mid game. Then is when that is when it gets really strong, basically.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if you had to pick a certain tier for it to go in, I don't think personally it's S tier.
No.
But Matt, that is completely up to you right now. What tier would you put Darkrai Weezing in if you had to choose?
So I want to say actually for all the Darkrai's, the tiers for all the Darkrai's would be Magnezone, Weavile, Greninja, and Weezing needs to be in mid A tier actually, like behind the Celebi Superior deck.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Are you crazy, bro? That deck sucks. Nah, let me talk, bro. That Darkrai Weezing deck, it ain't it, bro. You're waiting for Weezing, you're waiting for Koga, you're waiting for everything else. It sucks,
I think
bro.
it should be in B tier.
Yeah. You don't have Koga in your hand, guess what? You lose the game. Come on.
I did say it's the worst one. I did say it's the worst one, didn't I? I'm not saying it belongs up there with all the other ones.
Oh yeah, he said it's not better than Celebi Superior, bro. It is. I mean, it's not. It's not.
Nah,
You're right.
It's a Darkrai deck. It loses to Celebi more often than not.
I mean, I guess they're both.
I mean, are we going all the way down to D tier with Weezing Darkrai, Matt?
No.
Nah. It's definitely better than that. It's definitely better than that fighting deck, sir. That fighting deck is D tier. That fighting deck.
I think B is good enough. B. Bravo.
I would put it low A tier, high B tier.
All right, we'll go B since we don't have anything in B so far.
Yeah.
So who have I not called on in a minute? How about? Oh yeah, just for Chapel. How are we feeling about Lickilicky with Dialga?
Oh man, you picked the right man for this job.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I wanted this deck to be good.
Mm-hmm.
So Steel type is my absolute favorite type, and when we saw what Steel type offerings we got, I'm looking through the options and I'm thinking, well, shit, it's still a normal type option. Like it has to be a normal type. The most appealing of the new normal, well, it had Yanmega, but the most appealing normal type to partner with Dialga for me was Lickitung, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah. So here it is. So what you do is, you Metallic Turbo onto the Lickilicky, and you X speed out, and you Dawn in, and you're attacking for 140, 180 on turn 3, and let me tell you, this deck bricks more than any deck I've ever tried to use.
I was about to ask you, how often does that actually happen?
Never. I've played a fair bit of Dialga Lickilicky, and it's never. What happens is you start with Dialga, you're missing the Lickitung. Or you start with the Lickitung, you're missing the Dialga.
And you have 3
you have
retreat
Dialga
costs.
Lickitung, you're missing.
No, it has 4 retreat
well,
costs
I'm
and
getting
it's
there.
straight
I'm getting
buns.
there.
It's straight buns, bro. I agree with you. Straight buns.
Let me cook. We will address all of it because I was so optimistic for this deck.
Yeah.
They're absolutely right. The retreat cost, if you lead Lickitung, concede. There is no point. You're only going to be torturing yourself. If you're missing any of Dialga or Lickitung, or by turn 3 Lickilicky, the deck is abhorrently slow.
Yeah.
And in every sense of the word, there is no comeback mechanic. By the time you're dealing 150% of the time, your opponent has already dealt significant damage to one or both of your Pokemon. It's a heartbreakingly bad deck.
Mm-hmm.
It's D tier.
You would think it's good, but it's not. That Licky, that energy retreat.
It is a deceptive
that
mistress.
retreat, bro, is just sad, bro. Same with Regigigas, bro. Same with Regigigas.
So Zuck in the chat is saying Lickilicky should be C tier.
It's so fun.
No.
Mm.
Okay.
Lickilicky's
Well,
so
that's
bad.
For real, it is better than that 18 trainer. It is better than that.
Yeah,
I
that
disagree.
needs to go in
18
deep.
trainer. No.
It's more
18
fun than
trainer
the
consistently
18
does its
trainer.
thing.
How about
Dialga
Velcro
Lickilicky
going to-
rarely does its thing.
Mm.
Okay.
Although I wouldn't disagree with putting Articuno 18T with low D tier. And here's why. There are so many decks in the meta right now that are both fun to play
Mm-hmm.
and strong. Like, we're going to have a lot in A tier, a lot in B tier.
Mm-hmm.
Putting a deck in D tier is not saying this deck is quote-unquote unplayable. It's saying it
Unless
doesn't
it's called
keep up
Lickilicky.
with the majority of the decks.
Yeah.
Unless it's
They're-
called Lickilicky.
So don't
I'm
forget,
looking at
boys,
this
this is
list,
a
I'm
meta
not-
deck list. This is a top meta deck list, so we gotta be tight and
You're
Scored with our,
absolutely right. I'm
Yep,
looking
yep.
at this list for the decks we haven't covered yet. There's
Yeah.
no deck that underperforms more than Dialga Lickilicky. I firmly believe of these decks, it's the absolute bottom of D tier.
yeah.
We
I think
got
you should
Arizona
put
here.
Mars. I think you should play Mars in the Dialga Lickilicky because you sacrifice a lot.
The elves
So
are
the
terrible.
Mars can help you recover from it.
That's
It's
a
not even
fantastic
Licky
point.
to be honest. It's Dialga. He sucks, bro. If he had one energy to ramp, he'd be a lot better. But he just
No,
sucks, man. Oh my
No,
goodness.
I think Dialga is going to be okay once we get more
Yeah.
steel support. We
I
just
still
don't
feel like
have any more
Dialga's still
steel
fun to
support.
play now, honestly. Because what was it that I was using like a week or two ago? Was it Dialga Magnezone? Which, I mean, Magnezone is Magnezone, of course.
Yeah.
And it was
Right.
still
Because
fun to
of
play.
Magnezone.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that you can
Magnezone.
ramp with Dialga and dawn it back to himself and hit for 100. I like that, but
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
So the next is going to be Eggs with Mew. So this is basically just an Eggs build. No
Nah.
Celebi, no anything like that. So Ash, how are we feeling about it?
Nah, come on. Nah, we're not doing that, bro. That's honestly, it's probably better than the. Nah, it's probably
It's still
C tier.
Eggs.
probably-
It's still Eggs.
It's
So let's
eggs.
point that out.
yeah, I was thinking about it. Like eggs ain't no chump, so it's probably better than Aerodactyl. But honestly, what is this? Eggs, Mew, and who?
Just Eggs Mew. Basically Eggs
Eggs, Mew.
Mew. So you're running Execute
I don't-
double, Exeggutor EX double, Mew, Budding, whatever, Eric, whatever you want to throw in there.
Heck, nah. This deck sucks. I'm gonna be really honest with you boys. This deck, this isn't it, bro. C tier.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I've not
No
seen a
Celebi.
single.
No. See, you don't use grass without using Celebi, bro. I've been told y'all boys this. Celebi
Yo.
is grass. Okay.
How's everybody else
Alright,
feeling about it?
The angle for this deck is that it's an eggs deck that can
Yeah.
beat the Char matchup, right? And
Yeah.
so in any other deck other than Char, you don't even really play the Mew.
Yeah.
It's just you're relying on Exeggutor. What 80% of your matches? I mean, come
And
on.
that's what the Celebi deck does too, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, Celebi deck also does that.
Well, but I mean, nah, dude. Come on, Mew. Come on, dude. You saying Mew is better than Celebi in the grass? Where you can
No, I
Erica
don't think
and
it's
Potion
better.
and Cape and Ramp?
It's not
Come on,
better.
dude.
It's not better,
But
man.
So, Nacho,
I
I do-
think it should be better than the Celebi Superior.
Right.
Celebi superior? Nah, dude, come on.
Well,
Mew
you already know
sucks
you're about to
hard.
get ashed
Mew
with that one.
sucks with Exeggutor. We tried this last meta. What are we doing? We tried this last meta, bro. Come
Liddy
on,
makes a
Nacho,
good
I can't
point.
believe-
Liddy in the chat says Exeggutor is all you need to make a deck
Right.
good now.
Yeah, so might as well just run Magnezone Exeggutor. Why not just why gimp yourself with Mew is what I'm asking you.
Hey,
bro.
we were actually
Mew is not
talking in the
consistent
Discord
enough.
about trying out Magnezone eggs. I'm not gonna lie to you, Ash. Just to see what
Mew
happens.
is not consistent enough, bro. There's like 50% of the Pokemon Mew get countered by.
Now they're
Yeah, you
also
just don't
making
play
a
it.
good point about the Mew countering Charizard, which I get. I definitely get.
Okay. And not just Charizard, Mewtwo, Palkia. There's a few Pokemon he counters, but there's too many he doesn't counters, bro.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
Yanmega. It's just a lot, bro. Infernape. It's
Yeah,
just
but-
too much, man. It's
Yeah,
too
but
much.
those decks-
You saying
those decks
Charizard
play
like he's no
in
one's
the
running
tournament.
Charizard. Everyone's running Infernape, and Infernape claps Mew if you don't have
Bro.
Cape, bro.
You're talking
So-
off your ass now, bro.
There's
Nah,
a lot
nah.
of Charizard in tournaments still. Charizard is
Yeah, there's a
way
lot of
higher.
Charizard in tournament.
I have not
Apparently
seen a
they just
single
started
tournament.
recently
I don't know
popping
what
up,
you're
but
talking about.
Charizard, come on. People are running Infernape, bro. That's what people are running.
So if
No,
we
I
were
did
to
not
put,
know
a single Fernet.
Really?
I
yeah,
have not seen one.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. That's
yeah, it's kind of crazy that I personally thought Infernape was going to be really, really, really good when I first saw the card, and we are
Yeah.
not seeing Infernape on the tier list, or it's very low the tier list, or we're
Yeah.
not seeing it in
Nah.
tournament play. People are going Charizard instead.
Charizard. I mean, I guess they go Lizardon. Why not go Lizardon? He's safer. He's safer, I guess. Like, come on,
Mhm.
dude. You guys suck.
So if you had to pick, I'm willing just for the fact that it has eggs to put it in A.
yeah.
But everybody
I
collectively,
don't
do
think
we
it's-
think eggs but alone? Basically alone, right? If you were to play
Nice.
eggs, Mew versus Celebi Superior, who's going to win that?
Eggs.
X.
No,
Eggs
bro.
would-
No, dude.
eggs
No.
would win.
Oh my god, bro. What?
If
Mew
you're
isn't
running eggs
doing
alone.
anything 40, 50, 60, 78%, 80% of the time, bro. It's just Exeggutor by himself fighting
Yeah.
whole decks, bro. He's fighting
Mew can even
Darkrai's and
focus on
Gyarados
the,
and
you know.
Palkias. Come on.
X-Men
So,
thing
what
is
are you
starting
doing?
off really fast. So if you
Yeah,
guarantee
X
to
really
start
fast.
off
Only
with
one,
eggs,
one
then-
energy is enough to attack. And you can put the
Okay.
energy in the Mew.
I mean, it's
It's just,
It's
it's
gonna
just,
be
if
consistent
this
if
deck
X is
was
your only
good,
one.
bro, people will be running it. It's not good.
People
But
are.
people are
It's crazy.
running it in the tournament. It beats a lot
No,
of that.
bro. People are running
Because
Celebi and
people are running
Exeggutor. You know
and
why
then
people are
don't
running
win that
Celebi and
thing.
Exeggutor? Because Celebi is a better partner with Exeggutor than Mew
yes.
is, bro.
It is. But
I mean,
the
thank
eggs
you.
with the Mew is still good. It's still decent.
It's alright.
yeah, we're not saying it's as great as the top tier meta. We're saying it's a different deck, and we're rating that different deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Is
different.
it better than Weezing Darkrai? Probably. I don't know,
No.
dude. My hands are up at this one because I don't like Mew on Exit. Nah, dude. That's you guys can rank this one, but I don't know, bro.
I mean, in my opinion, Mew is a terrible card. Like, it
No,
does
no,
get
no, no,
some
no, no.
play, but
See,
Okay.
no. Mew's a terrible card with
the only
Exeggutor.
reason why people run it is because I have no idea why people run it, to be honest.
All right.
Well,
next
I
egg.
run it in
Because
Mewtwo. I run it in
that's the
Psychic
job
because
it
he's
does.
broken in Psychic, but
Mhm.
you can't just slap him on any team and expect him to carry.
No, you're right.
Copying
You're right.
an attack
Yeah.
from another Pokemon is not that useful.
Now,
Yeah.
Shanks, Mew does something that no other card in the game
Yep.
does.
Mhm.
And that is
You know?
answer. It immediately answers from the back row the
Yeah.
biggest threats in the game. Some
Yeah.
decks are really good against the average Pokemon, but against the heavy hitters, Palkia, Gyarados,
Yeah.
Mewtwo.
Charizard, of course.
Mewtwo, bro. It's a lot of
Mewtwo,
Pokemon.
Nobody's out here running Mewtwo.
Well,
Check
let's-
straight.
let's be real. Nobody's out here running Mewtwo.
Gyarados
But-
from Genetic
but for
Apex
example,
also
sure.
comes
Anyway,
from the-
What what Mew does, no other card in the game does. And there are a good handful of decks that vastly improve their matchups against many meta decks with the inclusion of Mew.
I'm pretty sure the genetic Apex Mew does the exact same thing for one energy.
No, bro. No, dude. Come on.
Actually, I want
No,
to say
come on,
my
dude.
opinion.
So, genetic Apex Mew, it does Psi Report, which
Yeah.
for one energy you deal 20 damage, and what is it? You look at your opponent's hand.
Yep, and I tried to use that card with the Mewtwo deck this meta, but it just doesn't work. You know what does work though?
No.
It's Mismagius with Mewtwo, bro. Trust me. But Celebi eggs. I mean not Celebi eggs. Exeggutor Mew. Come on, better than Superior? Not even.
Yep.
But anyway,
It's better.
So it
It's
looks
better.
like the next one. I've looked into this deck a little bit personally. It's going to be Magnezone Marsho, basically the anti-meta deck.
Anti-meta
Yeah.
deck.
So
Yep.
I think on this
Yep.
one, I want to hear from let's say
And
Chapel.
Ditto does the exact same thing.
Chapel. Okay. I'm gonna pass this one off to Nacho.
yeah,
Okay.
Nacho actually ran this deck.
Once I was getting ready to say, once he gets going into it, it'll be clear why he's the guy to talk about this deck.
Yeah.
I've got some things to say about it, but
Yeah,
Nacho's
me
the
too,
man
bro.
for this deck.
I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. Let's get
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
So I did play a lot of this deck, and it's definitely an S tier deck. So it has certainly fallen off because one of the things that was great about this deck is the Hitmonlee, which
Yeah.
is just not so great in the meta right now. This is a Hitmonlee deck. The way I was running it at the end, I was only running one Marshadow. And so really it's a Magnezone Hitmonlee deck
Okay.
in reality. And that damage is super good with the Magnezone. You know, you're hitting a lot of the 140 Pokemon that are out here right now for 30, getting them to 110. That's huge, but you know, it's just not so good now that there's less Druddigons and there's more aggressive decks now, which just eat up the Hitmonlee. So it's not the top, but it's definitely above the Darkrai Greninja. And definitely above the Weavile too. I don't know how that deck is in S tier, to be honest. That deck should probably be B tier.
Bro.
Hey, leave my little Weavile alone, man.
Nah, you sleeping on that Weavile, bro. For real. But I would say that this deck is. I was watching Nacho use it, and it was just missing something, bro. It was just missing something like I don't know. Like it was strong though. It was definitely strong. Countering Darkrai, Magnezone.
I think the consistency makes you miss it.
Okay.
Because you need Hitmonlee in front to deal some damage, and then you need to have Magnezone to back up the damage.
But to start off with Marshadow was Nacho's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah, if you start with Marshadow, you are done.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
just starting off
That's
with Marshadow
why-
period is just very terrible. By the way,
I
So
personally
it's
think Magnezone Hitmonlee has fallen off to the point it's really not S tier right now. I think
It
it's
might
still
not
high
be.
A. I'll even say it's above Exeggutor Mew. But
Come on, dude.
I don't think it's I don't think it's the monster it used to be. It's still a great deck. It counters a lot of what's going on even still. But now that the meta has a
honestly, I think Darkrai Marshadow is not even Darkrai Magnezone Marshadow. Honestly, it has fallen off. It's just, you know what's crazy? These decks are falling off by the week, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
it
gonna
was
have to make more of
literally
these tier lists.
God tier last week. Now it's kind of mid. Nah, that's just wild, bro. So the ones that stand at the time is the real strong top meta decks, bro. Like that Magnezone.
Magnezone, Darkrai, and Celebi eggs are just
will stand the test of time always.
Right.
He's dark. He's a dark
It's
type.
meta. It moves fast.
Greninja won't though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next is going to be Gallade EX. I was actually really happy for this card and very disappointed once it actually came out, personally. So, Ash, how about you take this one?
Because you know why, Sheik? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you take this one. Explain to us why this card is bad.
You know why we were so disappointed in this card? Because they've designed this card to just be like a Superman. Like, they want him to just do everything on the fighting deck. When fighting deck has no good bait, like, they just designed him, like, I don't know. His damage is a problem. His health is good.
Health is great.
Stage
low
2 is
energy.
fine. Yep, all that's good. Retreat is good. But he's not consistent enough with the damage. Come on, dude. You can't just be doing 70 for 2 energy, bro. Like, I understand if you're trying to counter some energy units, but not everyone's like that, you know? Half the game isn't like that, so he just fell short, and it's sad to see.
So, are we thinking it's below Aerodactyl?
Nah, it's better than Aerodactyl. Come on, Sheik. It's better than Aerodactyl.
Aerodactyl. I disagree.
What?
I think the Aerodactyl deck is just a little bit better.
Honestly, it's above that. It's above that Weavile. Not Weavile, Weezing Darkrai.
So
Gallade isn't a chump. Gallade isn't a chump, but he is at the same time.
So how about this? I do have
chump.
to run to the kitchen real quick and grab something.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna let y'all argue this one out, and whenever I get back,
argue about this Gallade real quick,
and I will see what y'all come up with when I come back.
Yeah.
All right, let me get
sitting up saying Gallade is not better than Aerodactyl, bro. Are you serious?
No, I think it should be better than Aerodactyl because you cannot search the fossil.
You know what the most important reason why Gallade is above it? Because it doesn't have the fucking Lucario in it. What is that? We don't need it.
Alakazam.
Yeah, Gallade is...
Okay, I think that's actually a fair point. I think people really overestimated the effectiveness of Lucario.
1 point.
Yeah. I do think Gallade Lucario is better than Aerodactyl. Come on. And it's better than that Weezing Darkrai. Like, Gallade isn't... You see Gallade, you actually have to do something. He's not just a, this is a troll deck. It's a Gallade deck, bro. So, I do think it may not be meant to be a troll, but when I face Gallade, I laugh. I mean, yeah, but still lose to it, though. You don't, it still takes out Gyarados, takes out, who else does it take out consistent? Who does it consistently take out is my question.
The thing about the Gallade is that it doesn't one-shot anything consistent. And it's not supposed to do that. It's a 2 energy mod. You're supposed to play your Farfetch'd and your Hitmonlee and fuck up the board.
Hitmonchan.
Come in with the Gallade. Yeah. No, you don't need the Hitmonchan in that deck. You're not running Lucario. You don't need the Lucario.
You do need Lucario, bro.
No, you don't, bro. Gallade will do anything.
No.
Gallade is always doing 10 damage. Gallade is always 10 off the damage he needs to do.
Yeah, which is why you run the Hitmonlee and the Duck.
Yeah.
So what are we feeling?
We could just use Lonnie.
So we came to a decision that Gallade isn't like a troll deck. It's not a Lickilicky, but it's not a Darkrai Magnezone, so it's a solid middle of the road, middle of the line.
No, it is not.
Come on,
it is certainly behind the average by a margin.
Aerodactyl, Gallade. I think Aerodactyl Lucario is better than Gallade.
Yeah.
Really?
So is it above C tier?
It is above.
No.
I would rate it B tier. Sheik, where would you rate it, bro? Hold on, let me hear Sheik. Where would you rate it?
I don't think I've ever won a game using Gallade.
Wow.
You just can't respect it.
Nope, it's bad.
I have used Gallade on stream plenty of times. So it's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
You know why Gallade isn't meta right now, though? Let's be for real. Because Lightning isn't meta right now. So once Lightning
No, hold on a second. Magnezone ain't meta right now.
I mean, that's Magnezone, bro. I'm talking about like
besides Magnezone, what else do you need?
I'm talking about like Pikachu and Zapdos and shit like that. Real Lightning cards.
Actually, I have an opinion. I think that right now stage 2 Pokemon is...
Where do you talk? I haven't fought a Pachirisu in years.
Hold on. Shiro, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I think right now stage 2 Pokemon is not any good at all, except Charizard. So I think.
And Magnezone.
Yeah, I mean the EX one, the EX version of the.
Yeah.
And
I'll agree with that. Yep. Infernape is fun, but is it good?
So Beats actually made a very good point in the chat. Beats said Gallade doesn't bring enough does not bring great enough value for it to be considered a stage 2.
For real.
Damn.
And I don't disagree with that.
No
one cares about
like
health,
Ash
bro.
said, if Gallade did 10 more damage,
Yes.
it'd be decent. It'd be high B low A, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It always feels like it is just short of relevance.
Yeah.
But because it is just short of relevance, I don't even see it beating Aerodactyl Lucario.
It's weak at the moment, but hopefully fighting gets some strong basic bonds. Remember when I told y'all they don't have any strong basic EXs? So hopefully
You're
once he
right.
gets some actual help,
Yeah.
he'll be good. But he's just he's not it for now. It's sad to see because I love Broughts.
I know.
Right.
So next is going to be Garchomp Manaphy, and I believe I'm going to say.
Oh no.
Jex, did you say you wanted to take this one?
Yes, please.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Go for it, brother.
So I don't really use this deck, but I have quite a bit of Garchomp experience because in this, like the 45 event, I've been using Garchomp a lot. But instead, I use Farfetch'd just because I don't know. I feel like it does make it less consistent. That's just the main issue with Garchomp dual energy. If you don't get that water fighting, then you're just kind of cooked.
Yeah.
The inconsistency is the issue. But it's just so strong, like in terms if you can get it up, it's strong. He can take
what I don't like
even
about
the hard hitters from like
Hold on, I don't like about okay. Yeah.
But and then like you can have an early start because Farfetch is colorless, so you just 40 damage like instantly is just off rip. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And he does a lot of damage, and then you throw Cynthia in there.
Yeah. So where would you rate this deck though? This Garchomp Manaphy?
Oh man, Garchomp Manaphy does add consistency in there, but I feel like it's just kind of
still kind of bad.
Mid.
Yeah, Garchomp himself is not good. I'm not gonna be too biased about it. He's just not that great.
Yeah, I mean, being able to hit for 150 for 2 energy using Cynthia is great, but you don't. I mean, I don't want to say you don't see it a lot because I have seen it, but is it enough for it to be stage 2 dual energy? You have to pull
That's
Cynthia.
exactly what I was about to say, Sheik.
Yeah.
Is it worth that crap? Like, come on, dude. If you're exit for literally the hardest conditions in the game, you got to be Darkrai level. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just my take.
He's definitely.
You're literally
Here's my
asking for
take
the
on
hardest
Garchomp
condition.
real quick. Garchomp is potentially very strong. If you get your energy online, if you get your stage 2 online, if you got your Cynthia, it's great. I'll even say it's great.
Yeah, there's
If
a
you
lot
can
of
get
ifs though.
Garchomp in it, you can get Cynthia easily because of the Garchomp ability. But I think the energy is always the issue.
I want to make a point
Because it's
where-
dual color.
Yeah,
And
the
because
dual
it
energy is always the issue right there.
But Manaphy,
It really
Manaphy
hampers.
covers the water issue, so it's not the issue.
I don't think Manaphy
No,
is
no.
a build.
I think Manaphy can cover the water issue because you need to put water energy in Manaphy to make it works. If you have all fighting energy, you cannot use the Manaphy at all.
You still
That's
need
right. That's
to
right.
get the proper energy.
Wow.
If you get your water energy,
literally
why not
sucks.
just go ahead and put it on the Gibble?
Yeah.
Manaphy is better for either several Pokemon or Pokemon that need 3-4 energy. Manaphy Blastoise, nutty. Manaphy Garchomp, it's diminishing returns. You get 1 turn of Manaphy, and then it's like, well, I could have just put that energy on the Gibble.
Yeah, that's why I like to use Farfetch instead. It's like
Because I've seen a lot of Garchomp deck bricks when you get so many water energy or even so many fighting energy, you cannot get the other energy. It breaks a lot.
it doesn't feel like
That's exactly it.
Well, it doesn't matter if the man is in there or not. You just need that water energy.
From what I'm hearing here, Does it go D tier at this point?
Yes.
Yeah, it goes to DJ.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
So where in D tier,
and
before or after Articuno?
With that 150, but it's only 150 for
above
two.
both of
Articuno
them
is still
decks.
better, I guess.
Oh man.
I
It's
agree.
above-
I think Articuno.
You know why it's above both of them decks? Because you can actually attack with Garchomp. You can actually play the game with Garchomp. Those two, you can't play the game with those.
If you get the right
No,
energy.
no. Articuno, if you miss your Misty, it's kind
Yeah.
of slow. If you get
Yeah.
one single energy off
Yeah.
either Misty,
Yeah.
Articuno
Nice.
AT&T it's pretty consistent. You
Yeah.
always get to get your game plan off. with
And
AT&T
Articuno also gives you that slight chance of that turn 1 Misty flip for the win.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes.
Because you got to
And
think,
that is-
a lot of
that is
times
the-
everybody puts down that one Pokemon that's going to be 40 HP, 50 HP. If you
Yeah.
get that
80
Misty flip,
HP.
I mean, it's pretty much a GG at that point. So I will Articuno. Don't get me wrong, Articuno is still bad and it's still D tier, but I feel like just
Right.
that alone
Right.
puts it above Garchomp.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know why people thought Manaphy would be good. You don't need
Yeah.
that much water energy to.
Actually, I don't
Right.
need Manaphy in the Garchomp deck.
You don't need that much energy, but it's literally
Yeah,
impossible to get one energy for this dude. Like, it was so bad. It was so
No, yeah,
bad.
that's-
People thought Manaphy
Uh,
was the answer.
No, his
Alright,
his
yo.
only issue is like the double energy because people were saying that like the going through the cards is hard. I don't know. I've never really struggled with Garchomp going through the cards. I feel like you
It's
you just
not a
go
bad
quick,
card,
you just
but it's just
communications
some
and
energy types,
Pokeballs
bro.
and
The most.
his ability.
They chose the most two random energy types, literally.
No,
Right
yeah,
now,
I'm sure.
Dragon
No, that's-
Dragon deck is
energy.
No, water
the
fighting
struggles
is the
in the
typing that Garchomp always
energy.
in the TCG.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
always
yeah.
water fighting. But
Yeah.
okay, let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you. I want to see if you guys agree with this.
What?
Garchomp Farfetch'd would be low mid C.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so. Garchomp Farfetch is just
Definitely better than that Manaphy.
if your energy if your
Yeah.
energy works, then you're going through all the cards. You will always have a Cynthia. That's the thing about Garchomp. Whenever I use him, because
Yeah.
you go through so many cards, you're gonna have Cynthia, so you will hit that 150.
But Cynthia
And throw
gets
a cape
hard
on him?
countered by Cape, though. No? These big
Well,
tanky mons
I
that
mean,
want
yeah,
there's that 10 HP. that you
Some
kinda
decks
go
it does.
through.
Some decks it does. Yeah,
But then
you got a
that
point
that
there.
means you just save the Cynthia and then you hit something else that 150. It's like then you just hit two
Yeah.
100s. Sure, you lose that turn, but I mean, you still have Cynthia
Alright.
in the end, which you will hit somebody with. There's only
Now,
two.
what do you guys-
I got something for you. No, hold on. I got
Yeah, go
something for
ahead.
y'all to think about here. In future, when we have more decks, when there are more combo strategies running around, do you guys foresee Garchomp being a back row utility mon for that draw ability rather than an attacker?
But you're having to
No.
give up
Stage
3
two
to
just for-
6
yeah.
slots in the deck for that.
Yeah, the stage
Too
2
slow.
for just that. Nah. You're gonna be
Because, I
shooting
mean,
your deck
you
for
think-
to get
you think
Garchomp
being-
rather
I
than
mean, why
two
don't
is-
you just run Meowth at that point and use it in active to attack
Yeah.
and then
Facts.
get a draw?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
the only reason I can think is because it's elusive. Whereas Mew, you have to give up that, or not Mew, Meowth, you have to give up that point. You only get as many draws as he stays out in the active. With
But the stage
with-
2 is kind of problem, I think.
Now,
I
Ants
agree.
did make a
I
good
agree.
point. Ants made a good point against what I said. Ants says, but we also have to think Greninja is stage 2 just for utility, but Greninja's
Yeah.
putting damage
that's a
on the
way
field.
different. Yeah, that's a way different ability.
Bro, just
yeah.
compare
yeah.
Greninja to Garchomp. What is this, bro? No, you don't do that. Greninja's S tier as a Pokemon. Garchomp,
No, that's,
Okay.
that's what he's saying is. Oh, well, okay. No, I think that was.
Then they need to fix the stage 2 problem and then
Yeah.
the
Garchomp
energy
sucks.
problem
Yeah.
to make Garchomp
Garchomp
better.
Right. Bro, I
Garchomp
think you guys are
sucks, bro.
misunderstanding what he's saying. He's saying
Yeah.
if a stage 2, like Greninja, can be good with only being on the bench, then so can Garchomp. You know, it's not such a huge liability, but
But Ants
I
also
think
did
it's too
say
slow.
that the ability's not
Yeah.
worth it if you just got to dump a card to use it as well.
Right.
Bro,
Definitely
said
get that.
move on.
Yeah, and I agree with Matt.
Yeah,
We do need
that's-
to move on. So next is going to be Dialga Yanmega. Matt, would you like to take this one?
R.I.P. Garchomp.
Actually, I'm not much of a Yanmega Daga player, honestly. Can someone else take this one, please?
Anybody here that runs
Oh yeah, I
this
can take
deck?
it for you, bro. I can take it for you. It sucks. Just say it. No, bro. I just want you to say it. It sucks.
Okay.
Okay, well, to be honest,
I played a little bit of Dialga and Yanmega.
In my opinion, it should be better than Darkrai Weezing.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah,
I think that's about where it goes. Is mid B above Darkrai Weezing.
It is
Okay.
about
And then
Darkrai.
Kaiju in chat also
Okay.
agrees. They said as a Yanmega enjoyer, they're going to say Dialga Yanmega is low A or high B. So I'm cool with it being high B. How about y'all?
Yeah, it's middle of the road.
Yeah.
B tier for sure.
I do
Middle of
think
the
there
road.
are better partners for Yanmega, only because 3 energy is not a big ask, especially not for 120 damage. Like
Mhm, mhm.
you're dealing good damage for that 3 energy. That's
No,
it's
that's
a
better
solid
than
card.
Magnezone. Don't get me wrong. That's good.
Yeah,
But
it's not bad.
it's so much better things you can ramp with one more energy. You could be doing thousands of damage with Licky. It's just I don't know. It's just
Nah.
What?
I don't
Thousands
know
of
about
damage with
now
Licky.
Yanmega, bro. Yanmega ain't it. We all know this.
Bro.
I don't know.
No, let's be for real.
Yanmega
This
ain't
is
it,
the best
bro.
Dialga deck.
Your Mega is usable,
It's
but
not.
it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
good.
Yanmega is the best.
It is
Dialga
not even
deck.
better than
is
Dialga
not the best
Skarmory.
Dialga.
It's not better than Dialga Skarmory. Are we serious?
What are you
here?
running with? No. What are you running with Dialga Skarmory?
I run
to make
Dialga
the energy
Skarmory.
ramp.
Okay, Dialga Skarmory, either Heat Ran, or I like to run what's his name?
Cooking up deck on
Registeel?
the spot, bro.
Is it Registeel?
Either Heat Ran or Melmetal, whichever you
Oh.
prefer. But
Oh.
you know they're both better
Yeah,
than
both of those could work.
Yanmega.
So
No.
I feel
Stage
like
one Yanmega.
Yanmega Dialga is good for top B, and I am going to let Ash take this next one because it seems like
Yeah.
Ash likes this deck, and
Oh,
I
I
know
play
that I
this
know
deck
there's
daily.
going to be
No.
argument
Play
here.
this deck daily, Sheik. Yes.
All right,
I play this deck
Infernape,
daily.
Moltres. What are we feeling,
Bro,
Ash?
I use this deck daily, bro. First of all,
Sheik-
I want to say this. I want to say the cons to this deck. First of all, the cons to this deck is giant cape. Okay, the pros to this deck is it just clears 80% of the game, bro. With a Dawn, and it's just ridiculous. With the, it's good, and I would say it's at least B tier. At least B tier. Come on. Like this deck is ridiculous. It clears Darkrai, it clears Celebi.
How's everybody
it
else
clears-
feeling about this? I know Shinx wanted
Yeah.
to say something. Shinx, what
Yeah,
are we
go
feeling
ahead.
about this?
To be honest, I've always thought Moltres is the only reason why Fire is good as it is.
Yeah.
But
More stress enjoyer.
just
How you
Infernape
doing,
by
Stephanie?
itself,
Welcome to
if
the
you
stream.
can't get that Moltres early game, it's just terrible.
Moltres is a tank. Let me tell you why I like Moltres or Infernape, other than Heatmore Infernape like Nacho. Moltres is the tank. He's a
Yeah,
supporter. He's a supporter. He's an attacker. He can attack early with Dawn. Moltres is ridiculous, bro. He really is,
Zuck says,
I
Ash,
say
I love you, buddy, but
Everybody
you're wrong.
is on.
bro. I'm wrong. You did okay. I'm wrong, but we got Exeggutor Mew. I'm wrong, but we got Exeggutor Mew in A tier right now. Let's
Yo,
rethink
and-
what we're talking about,
No,
sir.
no,
Like, come
no,
on,
let me-
Nacho, bro.
no. Let me
I
finish
think
this
Nah,
back
you're
on
not,
this, bro.
Infernape,
This right now, dude. I use
Infernape
this.
and
Come on, bro. You're not about to
Infernape
shut up.
Moltres should be above Darkrai Weezing, but below Air.
It's better than Yanmega Dialga. That deck actually sucks. It's A tier if you're really being honest. Like
I think
it
Dialga
clears
is the
every-
best for Yanmega because if you want to evolve Yanma into Yanmega, you need a tank in front. I think Dialga suits the.
No, bro. Monferno and no. Let me tell you this, bro. I use this deck daily. I'm glad this deck is on here because I actually use this deck daily. Listen, bro. Moltres is ridiculous. You put your
So-
energy on Moltres. You ramp Infernape. Next turn, you can dawn that energy back and clear almost
And
anything.
do 70, bro. Have fun doing 70.
I feel
Okay,
biased.
so you
I
can
feel
retreat.
biased.
You can retreat and do 140. Dawn again and do what's 140 plus
What
140?
is doing 140?
But 140 can't kill anything, you know.
What Pokemon is doing that 140?
Like I said, the cons of the deck is giant cape. The pros of the deck is it counters a lot of meta decks.
And
Grass,
Liddy
Darkrai,
says that's if you
Magnezone.
got Dawn.
Right.
If you have the Dawn.
Magnezone. What do you
That
mean
is
if you
true,
got
it
Dark?
doesn't
If you
have
got
But
Dark-
Zuck
What do you
and
mean
Ants
if
are
you
both
got
saying
God?
it's between
You have
A and
Magnezone.
A and S.
Like, what you talking about?
To be honest, I think it's in between Aerodactyl and Gallade.
Sheik, help me out here for just a second, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there's something that needs to be said about Infernape real quick.
Yeah.
And I don't think actually Liddy in chat nailed it.
What did he say?
Moltres is not the partner for Infernape. It's
Yeah.
the obvious answer that everyone is gravitating towards. It's not the right answer. There are two Pokemon that pair better with Infernape than Moltres.
So you say?
That's, no. That's Dodrio and Giratina.
Bro, you sleeping on
Free
Heat
retreat
more,
cost.
bro.
Heatmore's mid. I can see why you'd say that. That's not the partner.
No, dude. No, dude.
Bro,
No.
Heatmore is the most mid
No,
Pokemon I've ever seen.
Dodrio was a troll deck. I seen a YouTuber that made that. Giratina is garbage, sadly, and Moltres is actually
Yeah.
competent, bro. Moltres, if you Dawn, is ridiculous on fire.
What
It's-
Moltres is good for is putting a lot of energy on the board. You put a lot of energy on Infernape. What you've done is you put 2 energy
That's the
on
thing.
Infernape.
Listen, that's the
It's
thing. You don't need.
wasteful.
It's not
it's
wasteful, bro. It's just not
It
wasteful. You have Dawn. You literally have Dawn. Turn 3, you can listen, bro. It's not wasteful, okay? You need
can
that
only
energy. You're not
use
wasting
order
that
for
energy.
You need both Moltres on bench for the Infernape
Point
Moltres
fodder?
and to work with Dawn.
Okay,
With
buddy.
Giratina, with Dodrio, first of all, Giratina I think is the slow option, and I don't think it's the right play. Dodrio gets early damage in to cover what 140 doesn't knock out. It gets
Mhm.
the early damage in, it retreats for free, keeps the energy, you Dawn off of that. Moltres is not putting early pressure on, and you're wasting the
But
efficiency of
Moltres not
Moltres
putting.
on a Pokemon
Okay.
that does not benefit from the overwhelming amount of energy support that Moltres brings.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is, bro, Moltres is ridiculous with Dawn, bro. You got Dawn now. It's not like Moltres can't attack. Moltres sitting up there tanking all the time. He's tanking, but now he can actually put pressure on. the board.
Okay, we know how you
Energy,
feel,
though.
bro.
So Shiro is saying the best way to build Infernape is with low punny.
Yeah, but Shiro's Shiro. We all know why he says that. Come on now.
Yeah, no.
I'm just kidding, Shiro. I love you. That was a joke, buddy.
Basically, I do agree with Sunny, actually. The Infernape pairing needs to be with an early aggressor rather than a support character. Honestly, because Infernape
Absolutely. And
does have
I
the
think
damage lack.
Dodrio is that.
Basically,
We can agree it's B tier. We can agree. We can all agree it's strong.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
strong.
Yeah. Infernape Moltres is in the right spot in this list. I think
Yeah.
Infernape Dodrio goes above Dialga Yanmega. I don't think it's much better. I don't think
Probably.
it's much better than Infernape Moltres. But it is better.
Whoa. What was that D tier slip there, Sheik?
Oh, well, my
Yeah.
finger slipped. My finger
He's
slipped.
trolling. Doing a little trolling.
All right,
Can
so
I say actually one thing about Infernape before we go
Yeah,
on?
go ahead.
Infernape does have a little bit of consistency problems as well. Sometimes it can be not very consistent.
And not
That's-
only
that's
that,
right.
Giant
That's
Cape, Giant Cape punishes Infernape, but
mhm.
Yes,
Yep.
Pretty hard.
Giant Cape is a
Yeah.
huge problem for Infernape as well.
So I think we're good and locked in on Infernape. Next is going to be Lake Trio.
C tier. C tier better than Aerodactyl. It sucks, but it's just it sucks.
No, man, come on. No, if she could go ahead and pick somebody, but there's some things that need to be said about the Mesprit deck.
the Lake Trio.
Go for it, Chapel.
Actually,
Yeah, you go for it,
The
Chapel.
win prediction requires
So
the
here's
Pokemon to be
the thing
two
with
different Pokemon to
with-
be invented.
hold on, Chinks. So every Pokemon in the Mesprit deck is a neat idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've got your sniper, you've got your energy ramp, you've got your nuke.
Mm-hmm.
They're all great cards in concept. If they had 20 more HP apiece,
Right.
it'd be a great deck.
Mm-hmm.
70 is so low. It
is.
doesn't matter if you get your nuke off eventually.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. First of all, the nuke. What is it? 160? Have I got that
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
It doesn't
it's a
even nuke.
serious
It's not even a nuke, bro. It doesn't kill Gallade. It doesn't kill Infernape. It doesn't kill nothing, bro.
No,
Mewtwo.
160 is
one of those.
160 is it's higher than Palkia. It's higher than Mewtwo, and both of those are absolutely nukes.
But you got capes now, bro. This deck is just sad, bro. Honestly.
I mean, look at it from the other perspective, though. If you put Cape on those Pokemon, give them the extra HP, does it help them to the point where it makes the deck a little bit better?
Honestly, you gotta have all three of them on the bench for Mesprit to do damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
was gonna say.
not-
Actually, like you do need the Uxie and Azelf on the bench for it to work. Basically, like if you take out either one of those two, the nuke is just gone. Basically,
Yeah.
that's the problem with the problem with it.
Are we
Also, they're
agreeing
all
on
really
D?
weak.
C tier.
They're like 70 HP on each one is just pathetically weak. Like if they had at least 90, it would be better.
Yeah.
Cannon.
I think D tier, bottom of D.
I think
Nah, I
it's
say
D.
C
agree.
Yeah,
It's like tempered glass cannon. I think we'll
it should
show.
be lower than Articuno still.
Yeah, this is a D tier deck if we've seen one today.
Okay, so this next one, I have to let Shinx take it. I've been waiting for us to get to this deck just so Shinx can. You know what? Just because Shinx said that, I'm gonna give it to somebody else. I'm just kidding. Shinx, go ahead. Luxray.
Okay.
Make your argument.
Now y'all know I've been playing Luxray continuously. I've beaten so many Darkrai Greninjas with this.
Yeah.
I don't think it's better than Darkrai Greninja, but I think it's better than Exeggutor Mew.
It is, bro. It's nasty. This deck is nasty. I've lost to it, like, actually.
I've
lost
yet to
to it.
play this deck
With
or
speed
play
cost
against this
on
deck,
that,
really. So
Luxray is so. Oh my god.
You know what? I thought Volkner would be the worst card, but bro is actually low-key one of the best cards. That junk is ridiculous, bro. You
Some
can
good
Volkner
stuff's
back
up.
to back to hit. You can do that back to back. You know that, Sheik, right? That's not
Yeah,
a one-time
120
thing.
on any Pokemon
Yes, bro.
on
That's
their opponent's
ridiculous.
side.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Like with Luxray,
What?
you can use Giovanni. It kills Celebi in the bench. It always one-shots a Greninja, completely counters Greninja Darkrai, and two-shots a Darkrai. Luxray two-shots any Pokemon.
okay.
Wait,
So,
you can use Giovanni to hit the bench?
No, only they active, and you can hit any. You can hit any Pokemon too, literally.
and how much does
So, I
Luxray
do-
hit for again?
120,
120.
and you know.
Hmm.
I don't think it's better than Magnezone.
Now
Marshall.
think about it. 120
But I
isn't
definitely
that
think
much
it's better
damage.
than
but it's-
Aerodactyl.
So how's
good.
everybody else in the call feeling about it being mid-A?
Not even close, bro.
Not
Really?
even close. How
But
we? What are
It
we feeling?
discards
Nacho?
all energy. It discards all energy. It's like Infernape, but worse. It's insane.
But you can Volkner it back. You can Volkner it back.
But it's kind of
Yeah,
slow
It's
because you
Volkner
need to
and
evolve
Dawn to help you do
everything.
that.
You usually don't want to keep it in the active. You can hit once, retreat, maybe go into your Lux and
What's the retreat
Electivire.
cost on Luxray?
Yeah, that's what I would
Zero.
look at now.
No retreat
I've
cost.
won just about every single kind of Luxray.
Last
I
time
just
has
think
no retreat cost.
Luxray Pikachu is good and Luxray Electivire is amazing.
crazy.
It's good. I lost
That's a
to
lot
it,
of
but I don't
supporter
think it
cards.
was.
So Nacho, I do have to ask this since you're probably the one here that plays in the most tournaments. Have you ever come across Luxray in a tournament?
Not in a tournament. I'm sure it has like some showings in the tournaments, but it really is making no waves right now, which is
Yeah,
unfortunate. Like it's a very cool card. It's a very cool
Because
deck.
It's really
cannot
good.
compete
It's
with
actually
the,
really
the
good.
other EX Pokemon, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
actually really good, bro.
Okay.
I lost, and you know what's
Um,
funny that you said that? I lost to it in a tournament, bro. Like, yeah, it's pretty nasty if you
So
know what you're doing.
Shinx says it's nasty.
LSU.
Ash says it's
No.
nasty. Chapel, what do you feel about this deck?
I say it's B
Good talk.
tier.
How about this? We move Celebi Superior above Luxray and then move Eggs below Luxray.
Whoa.
Yes, it is.
That's a
It
huge.
is. Come
That's a
on.
huge move. That is a huge move.
Eggs Mew isn't nowhere near meta. Like no one runs this. Where do y'all find this data? Nacho, you know this. You know no
I
one
will
runs
send you
Exeggutor.
screenshots of the last Ursi tournament where it had a
Yes.
60% win rate.
And show me the
Yeah.
other 90% Exeggutor Celebi players.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course that's
People-
a more popular deck, but it had a less win rate because there were so many
Wait.
Char players.
I want to say something. People play Celebi Exeggutor more because Celebi can work with Erika. It can heal Celebi. But people play Exeggutor and Mew because there's a lot of Charizard in the tournament that they cannot deal with Charizard with Celebi. That's why they put Mew in it, and it works. It wins a lot of tournament. Yeah.
He's saying that he beat you with it, but like you were probably using a troll deck, bro. You know, it's
No,
not good.
Charizard deck.
I've never ran into it actually. I've ran into it like twice. Come on.
Okay. So,
Alright, for anyone who's
definitely
curious, I'm posting receipts in the Discord.
okay.
All right, I'll see them.
So let's move on to Dialga Melmetal.
Electabuzz is
Dialga
worse
Melmetal is
than,
better than Dialga. No?
So are we thinking Melmetal is a better build than Yanmega?
I do think so.
Luxray,
I do think
Luxray, Electabuzz is definitely on the same level as Celebi Execute, but not better than Celebi or Execute. I think it's like dead in the middle in between those two.
All right, I'll go look at the proof.
I feel like as far as Luxray goes, just because we haven't seen a whole bunch of it, I'm gonna keep it at low A right now, and then we'll see how it goes. You think Kaiju says Yanmega is better than Melmetal for them? How are y'all
Facts.
feeling about that?
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that. No metal is a tank.
Yanmega is better.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's
I mean, they
it's so
basically do
close.
the same amount of damage. 120
They're so
and
close to
100.
each other.
Okay.
No, Melmetal's better with the ability, but Yanmega.
True.
I mean, you can brick Yanmega, bro. You've never bricked
Dude.
Yanmega?
I've never played
Yanmega takes
Yanmega.
3 energy. It only takes 3.
You've never bricked Yanmega, bro? Come on.
Rin says Ash out here playing a different game.
No, bro. Y'all out here
For
playing
real.
a different game, bro. Y'all out here playing a different game. Yanmega's not better than Dawei. I mean,
Am I
he's
really
not
behind
better
the
than
times?
Melmetal, bro.
No, it's the kids who are wrong.
Have you ever seen a Yanmega? No. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever seen a Yanmega Dialga deck? Or you-
Yes, bro.
No,
Yeah,
I
Actually,
have
kind of
not.
often now that I think about it. Yeah,
Ash.
And I
don't
like
get that
it.
tourney.
I do think Dialga Melmetal is
no.
just a little bit better, but I see a
Yeah.
lot more Dialga Yanmega.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point, Chapel. Melmetal is better than Yanmega, bro.
A little
Melmetal
bit.
can
No.
A little
tank.
bit.
Yeah. How, bro? He can tank. Do you not read his ability? Do you not read
It's
the
so
card?
simple. 3 energy versus 4 energy. You attack
Okay,
a
yeah.
whole turn quicker.
Okay. So he takes one more. Yeah, okay, I get that. But he takes 30 less damage.
Eh.
do you get that part?
20.
He takes 30. Oh,
my
20 less
God.
damage. Okay, it's still less damage, bro. It's still more tankier than Yanmega, bro.
So why is
No?
Bastion not getting
But
no
if you
play?
can attack faster, it's better, I think.
Okay, you boys saying I'm
That
playing
reason
Vice
why
City,
Bastion
but
don't get no play.
I was waiting to see how
You
long
said I'm
it took
playing
Ash to see that.
Bro, they said you was playing Vice
Vice
City for real.
no, you're saying I'm playing Vice City, but you got Exeggutor and Mew in A tier. Like, hey, buddy, we'll keep our eyes out on them.
All right, so moving on to Mew Greninja. Nacho,
Greninja. Oh my god.
I'm gonna let Nacho take
Yeah.
this one.
Mew Greninja. Okay, can I pass on this because I looked through this tier list and this is probably the only deck that I've literally never heard of before. What the fuck is this?
That's
deck?
That's
never
why I
heard of
gave it
Mew
to you
Greninja.
because I've never heard of Mew Greninja
No.
before.
Can we just leave it off the tier list? Can we just
Yeah.
not put
Yeah.
it on?
Agreed. Second that.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
That shit is
let's just put it
disgustingly
in
bad.
there.
Hey, when I was
That
over
is-
here, some
Well,
In the back.
I don't even know if it's bad. It's just it's a non-entity.
It
We
just
have no data.
We never saw it in play, I guess.
You know what's funny? It's
I
probably
never-
better than that.
I
It's
have
probably
not
better than that
seen Mew
Dialga
in
Yanmega,
years.
but anyways.
all right. So
It's
Mismagius.
Mismagius.
So I feel like I'm gonna let Shiro take this one.
I love Mismagius, by the
Oh,
way.
I have no idea about Mismagius.
Mismagius is no. Let me take this. I run Mismagius
Okay.
with Mewtwo.
I'll let
Okay.
Ash take it.
Go ahead, Ash. Go ahead.
Mismagius is definitely one of the best EXs out of the new set. It's ridiculous.
Okay. I'm gonna hear you out.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Mismagius with the confused status effect. He does 70 damage, 1 energy retreat. I mean, what? Who wants to battle and see? Like, it's ridiculous, bro. But you know, I'm just keeping it calm because but Mismagius. But what is this deck though? Like, who else is on it?
Right.
Like
Azelf, right? I assume.
probably Mew or something, but Mismagius itself is just ridiculous, bro.
So
You don't
Zuck
know
says they
because
love Mismagius as well.
Mismagius is trash. You're saying Mismagius is trash? Yeah, and I'm playing Vice City.
Okay, guys,
I'm playing Vice City. shit.
here's the sauce.
I'm playing Vice City, bro. Come on,
Yo,
dude.
chill, bro.
No. Here's how you play
I'm gonna
Mismatches,
go,
right?
man. I'm
You
tired.
run it with Cresselia
Yeah.
and Gardevoir, and when your opponent beats you, you give them a free card. That's how you play Mismagius.
I'm gonna go, babe. I'm going to keep the stream online. I swear to God, Street. If you move Luxray down, I will fight you.
All right,
It's
bet.
coming.
All right, bet. Have a good
Get
night.
him,
So
Take care, man.
I have yet to build anything with Mismagius.
I think C is fair enough.
I think
Yeah. Maxi.
I do like Mismagius, bro. Ridiculous.
I have a Rainbow Rare.
I think it
We
depends
can
on what
tell,
you
bro.
pair it with, but I do think
Yeah.
it has high C potential.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
move
deck
on.
is-
Move on. Let's
Alright.
move on.
So
Yeah, let's move on.
18 trainer Pachirisu. Is there anybody
If you
here that
actually-
plays?
I've never liked this deck. I've never liked this deck from day one. So I gotta say it's straight buns. But I'll let you go. I'll let you boys go.
Actually, I don't like it. Any
Yeah.
Pokemon play with 18 trainers.
It's
Is it-
not even that. It's just come on, bro. 18 trainer.
Is
It's
there
not the
anybody
best deck
here
for
that's played 18 trainer Pachirisu and has impact?
Yeah, I played it, and I've used it, and I played against it, and I played it in tournaments, and it sucks. It honestly sucks, bro.
Hold on, y'all. It looks like Matt might have some input here. Let's hear what he's got to say.
Actually, I have not played the 18 trainer version myself, but I have played the Substrika version, basically.
Yeah.
The Substrika version is really good at picking up Pokemon on the bench and then tagging them in with Cyrus and then tagging out for Pachirisu. Like, Pachirisu, honestly, can be a threat with the Rocky Helmet or the Cape. Like, you build it up on the bench, leaving Substrika to pick up a Pokemon, you tag it in with Cyrus, you
Yeah.
swap out for the Pachirisu, and then you hit him back. Like,
Even the Pikachu,
not bad.
even the Pikachu Pachirisu is good, but the 18 trainer is mid, bro. I'm sorry.
So we're
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
like,
Have
are we
no
thinking
mate.
like bottom C for this?
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
hold
have
on.
no
Can I
Gallade.
speak on
I
this?
actually do like to see Pachirisu like in the B tier, like at the bottom of B tier, actually.
What were you saying, Nacho? I'm sorry.
Bro, this is honestly one of the few S tier decks right now because I hate the 18 trainer decks just like all of y'all.
Oh my God.
I would never play this deck if I was covered in tar and I would never play this deck in my life. But
Nacho, you've beaten this deck
consistently putting
countless
up
times.
performances. No,
You've
and I've
beaten this
lost to
deck-
this deck. And I don't
You've
understand
lost to
why I
this deck
lose
like
to this
once.
deck.
You lost to this deck like once, bro.
Okay,
Come on.
I can actually tell you. Now I haven't played it myself, but I've run into it a good handful of times, and I may be the only guy here who's an 18T stan. I don't think we have a great 18T deck yet, but eventually they will print an EX that makes 18T ridiculous.
Snorlax
it's not
EX.
Articuno. It's not even. It's not even Pachirisu.
It's
but
not
Probably not
I think
Pachirisu.
Pachirisu is currently the best one, and here's why. The strategy requires you to run some of the best cards in the game in Rocky Helmet and Cape. You're
Right.
already running, like, it being an 18T deck, you're already running 2 Cape, 2 Helmet. There's no reason not to, but this card directly benefits from it.
Yeah.
The speed of Pachirisu 18T is oppressive. In an already fast format, it keeps up. Right?
Okay.
It's
But you can brick so hard. You start with 5 cards.
You
and none of them are
cannot
guaranteed
brick,
to be
bro.
twos.
It's
Are you
so
serious?
hard to brick.
You know how many cards are in your deck other than your...
every time? It's guaranteed.
Well,
It's
I'm not talking about
guaranteed.
Pachirisu, sir. I'm talking about the tools that aren't guaranteed.
Bro, you have 4
No,
tools and
there-
you need it by like turn 3 max.
Yeah. By the time you're attacking
gonna draw
with
it.
Pachirisu, the odds of you not having a tool are very low.
4 tools?
By
in
turn
that deck?
3, if you haven't hit Professor, if you haven't hit a tool, you get through
Right.
half of your deck by turn 3.
Right.
And you have 4 hits.
I mean,
you almost always have it online by turn 2. But I
mean-
will say, this
Never mind.
deck does have a very common bricking issue, and that's going first. If Pachirisu EX goes first, it goes from mid-high A tier to mid-low B tier. And I think that inconsistency lands it at the top of B tier. It's
Yeah.
fast. It is fairly strong. 80 for 2, that's not, it's not blowing anyone's
Yeah.
mind, but it is good damage, especially
Yeah.
if you're Rocky Helmet with it.
Yeah.
It's good damage, but
Guys,
it's
this
swinging.
is a top 5 deck in most of these tournaments. It's putting up numbers, bro. It's fucking ridiculous that it does, but it really is putting it up.
Zuck says it's a high risk,
I
high
know,
reward
Nacho.
deck.
But
It's a mid-range deck. It's mid-range, right?
Yeah, it's B tier
No,
for
it's
sure.
definitely
It's not,
aggro.
it's not no goddamn top meta deck. Come on, dude. You
It
see this
is.
deck? You aren't scared of this deck, bro.
B is
You
good
are-
enough.
Okay,
He's fine.
I wouldn't say I'm scared of it, but when I see Pachirisu and by turn 2 they haven't played anything else, I'm thinking, oh my god, they have the Cyrus, they have the Sabrina, they've got everything they want and more, and I'm on a clock. Now that clock isn't, again, it's 80 damage. If they don't play that second Pachirisu, you win, and if they do play that second Pachirisu,
You're screwed.
if they went second, they probably win. It's tough. It is a
That's so
very
hard.
swingy deck.
It's a glass
It
cannon. honestly. It's a glass cannon.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It has a very high ceiling, but when it bottoms out, it's very easy to take advantage of when it
So,
doesn't get a decent hand.
I feel like we're hearing a lot of B, and we're also hearing a lot of S. Nacho saying S.
I would say it's
Y'all are
A.
saying
I
B.
do
I'm
agree with
feeling-
Nacho. The fact that it's been prevalent in tournaments does result it being an A tier,
Mhm.
but
I think A.
it's
Yeah.
just
I feel like
I
A
don't
would
know,
be
I
a
see
good
it.
compromise.
yeah.
I feel like
I
people
think
that are
that's
saying C is
fair.
because
Yeah.
it's under.
Yeah,
It is better than
that.
that Celebi Superior. No, it's not better than Celebi Superior. What am I talking about? It's
not better than B superior.
it's not.
But-
But
So much
Hey,
better.
howdy, Pokey. Welcome to the stream, bud.
I guess you could put it there, Sheik. That does make sense.
Nice.
Can we
I
just try
definitely
below
think
Celebi
no,
superior.
Magmar Shadow is stronger. I don't think there's any question there. I can see it being A tier. On a decent hand, it definitely earns an A tier slot. There are plenty of games where it's not on a decent pace. And those
Yeah.
games, it has no comeback. It's not a resilient deck in any way. It's definitely a glass cannon. So I don't think it's beating Magmar Shadow. It could be better than Eggs Mew. I definitely think it's better than Celebi Surf, but y'all know me and Celebi Superior, so I'll let that one go. I think where we've got Pachirisu right now is the right spot.
I think it's fair enough to put it in below Celebi superior.
So I
no,
feel like
I don't think it's.
I don't. Yeah, I feel like it's. Are you saying it's not better than Celebi Superior?
No.
No, it's
See,
not better.
that's
That's
better.
I
Nothing
disagree.
is better than Celebi Superior once it's actually online, but we'll save that for another topic later. Yeah, Pachirisu is definitely good to get here. It's prevalent in tournaments and it's decent. You know, it's not the best deck, but it's decent.
So next
I
we're
love
gonna
that
have
I think
Palkia
right there, Sheik,
Vaporeon,
that's where it goes.
and
Exactly.
I'm gonna let
Definitely
Jextro take
above
over Palkia Vaporeon.
Definitely above that Mew though.
Like the meta one, like the Palkia, Vaporeon, and Manaphy, or what?
Yes.
Yeah,
Or
probably.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
The
okay.
best.
Yeah, that's
I like that. I personally, I don't try to use meta decks too much, but that one, it's just synergy is so nice. It feels so like comfortable and stuff.
It
And
does.
I don't really have an issue with like
Awesome.
getting Manaphy first or whatever. Like I feel like I go through my cards and get my Pokemon pretty fast. Like I don't know. I feel like it seems like it's difficult to get online and stuff, but I don't know. I never really had an issue with it. And the synergy
No,
is
dude.
beautiful. They
Yeah.
all work together.
Hold on, Ash. Hold on.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's really good because I mean it hits and you're getting energy like a stupid amount. So
Mhm.
I don't know. Like high A, maybe S, maybe.
I think
Bro, don't play with me.
Yeah, it's definitely S tier. This deck is
Yes.
actually
It's
ridiculous.
S
This is
tier,
a top
the
3
fact
deck
that
right
it
now,
is
bro. This
consistent. I guess I believe it's fair to be bottom S tier.
No, dude,
Because
this is
Wild.
top.
Consistent enough.
This is a top 3 deck right now. This deck is so ridiculous. At first we thought Vaporeon wasn't even gonna be good with Manaphy, Palkia, but dude, it's actually ridiculous.
What?
Like,
What? Who's we? As soon as Manaphy came
I was
out,
about to say,
everybody knew
like
Manaphy.
that was just
Vaporeon.
instant.
Yeah,
That was
Vaporeon
quick.
is the goat
Yeah,
when it
yeah.
comes to that.
No,
deck,
no,
for
no.
sure.
he wasn't the first.
Yo, Grovers, how you doing?
Manaphy Vaporeon Palkia is STS's Mewtwo Gardevoir.
And
Which is to say, there's better
Yeah,
decks.
it is.
in-
It
for
is. It is.
example,
It's
Pikachu.
wild. It's wild.
But
Zuck made a good
I'm-
point.
I'm-
Misty as well. If you get a good Misty flip,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Turn
don't know
one.
most of the time,
Oh.
but yeah, even
Oh, yeah.
just one energy is good. I don't want to seem too
Exactly.
ambitious and say like S tier for sure. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to seem too.
Nacho,
Yeah.
how prevalent
I
is
think
this
it's
in
mid-S.
tourneys?
I like it.
Yeah, it's
I
definitely
think
mid.
Palkia, I think Palkia Manaphy goes between Darkrai Zone and Darkrai Weavile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's wild.
It should be better than that right.
What? You don't think it's better than Darkrai Weevil? Come
Yeah,
on.
it's
Okay.
better
I,
than-
no, I do
Oh.
think it is. I do think it is. Oh no,
Yeah.
you're asking Nacho.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nacho.
I was asking everybody.
Nacho, how
Like,
you feeling
yeah,
about
it's
it?
Better than,
Oh yeah.
Okay, so well, first of all, of course it's better than Darkrai Weevil. That deck should be D tier. To be fair, I don't know what it's doing up here. I've said it before, but
All right, we give you that.
but considering it's up here, Palkia Manaphy has fallen off quite a lot with the advent of Skarmory. Just because the Manaphy
Yeah.
gets one shot before it can even get a single energy off.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And that just hurts, man. That really hurts.
did-
and you
Didn't the Palkia deck start running Cape
But-
for
but I
just
think you
that,
need
though? Like,
to
like
be
Yeah,
specific,
yes.
specific counter, right?
Forgot the cape. You forgot the cape, bro. That deck is
Bro.
ridiculous. It's,
Well, no, no,
it-
no,
I don't understand.
I
No,
don't,
having to
no,
add
no, no,
cape into
I
it
don't
kinda
think the
sucks.
cape strategy invalidates the Skarmory advantage over
Yeah.
Manaphy.
no.
I don't think it outright negates how good Skarmory is against it, but it did bring the balance back a little bit towards Palkia.
Mhm.
Right, it
Mhm.
brings it back, but it also makes them play a not
Makes
very
it
good
harder.
card in their deck.
Yeah,
You know,
it makes
that's
it
a card
harder.
that they, yeah.
Palkia was like very balanced in
that's
how
fair,
it
that's
worked.
fair.
It was very tight and very like conformed, and so having to add a cape in there just to solve that very high priority issue, but that one
Yeah.
issue, it just seems like it just throws off the balance that Palkia
Yes.
beautifully has.
yeah,
it,
no,
it
Palkia
sacrifices
Okay.
your win rate to other decks.
Palkia, Mismagius, what a Darkrai. These EXs are just ridiculous.
Licky
Um,
No.
Man, come on now, spit that out your mouth. You just put
Licky
Mismagius in the same sentence as no, come on now. It is not that
Well,
good.
I'm not saying Mismagius is better than Palkia. No. But yeah,
No. You said Palkia, Darkrai, Mismagius as a sequence.
there's some
And
What
if
I mean,
Mismagius is anywhere near Darkrai or
I think
Palkia.
I'm looking at what you're doing.
And it is
Those
definitely
are
not.
like the best cards from the new set, bro. Honestly.
He is saying that all the X's are good, basically. That's what he's saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh
I had to make Shinx his own tier
that is what he
for
was saying,
Luxray.
I know. Thank
Yeah.
you for that. Thank you for that.
So the next is going to be Palkia Greninja. Nacho, you want to take this one?
Palkia Greninja.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting one. I don't think that has much legs, really. I would
It's not
probably
one
put
that I've
it
seen.
C tier.
I think the
I
Palkia
would-
Greninja is where you
Tier
put the
D.
Dragon in front.
Hold on, Shiro.
Yeah, it's just not quite as consistent because if you're running the Palkia, you probably want to be opening with it. Like you're not
Mhm.
running Manaphy with this deck.
Yeah, you
That
still
would
are
be
running
weird.
Manaphy. You still are running Manaphy.
No,
bro.
this
no,
deck
no,
is
why are you
Palkia,
running
Greninja,
Greninja?
and Drud. So
Dragon,
Yeah.
mhm.
yeah.
Yep.
This was
I
like
just
early
think there's
on.
better ways to run this deck, and
Yeah.
Okay. So are we feeling it's better? I'm gonna say it's C tier at best.
Yeah, it is.
Is it
Yeah,
low
it's-
C
it's-
tier?
No,
No
I think it's high
Manaphy
C
is
tier.
wild. No
I-
Manaphy is
If,
wild.
if you can get Palkia Greninja going, it's
I'm
not
gonna get that
bad.
energy through.
It's just so slow.
I feel like
And
you
right now,
are
slow
banking
decks
on
just aren't
Misty
accommodated.
Flips for this though at this point.
You absolutely are. You absolutely are. But
It's
when the Misty flips, it's not bad. It's not bad. I think
I
high
mean,
C.
yeah, it's just.
when the Misty
It's
flips,
basically
it's not bad.
bad version of Gyarados.
Okay.
I
Okay.
feel like Palkia, like I said earlier, that balance is you can't shift that balance or else it's gonna just crumble.
True,
And-
true. And I hate to
Mhm,
do this to Pikachu. Actually, I don't hate to do this to Pikachu. Pikachu has to be D tier now, right?
Ooh.
No.
No.
No, definitely
Sheik,
not.
Come
What?
on, Sheik. No.
No, it's not indeed here.
It's better. It's so Pikachu's worse than Aerodactyl and Lucario. No.
Absolutely not. It's
C.
just not C.
I mean, it's
Play
C.
is the
It's C
thing.
tier.
Yes.
Yeah,
C tier.
it's a solid
Just-
C tier.
Are we
I'd
feeling
say
high
with
C or
Palkia
mid
and
C?
Mismagius. Mid high.
Honestly, with Pachirisu and Zapdos, Pikachu could be strong, bro.
How
Okay.
come Nintendo's
Bro.
king is fallen?
Can we move Gallade up a little?
Yeah,
Doing
honestly,
everything.
same, bro. Gallade does deserve to be moved up a little. Come on.
I moved
Gallade
it
is
up a
above
couple
all
of
these
notches.
C
I moved
tier.
it a couple of notches.
I see it.
So this next one I
Gallade
have
is
not
better-
seen yet.
Yeah.
Primeape Lucario. Is there
I don't know
anybody
about
here that has any kind of input on
Yes,
Primeape
yes,
Lucario?
yes.
Go for it, Ash.
Yes. I fought in every Lucario based deck, every fighting base, every one of them. And Primeape is actually. Wait, which Primeape? Hold on a minute.
The Mythical
Ash.
Island Primeape.
Yeah, this is new Primeape.
I was about to say he plays
Um,
every deck in the game religiously.
It's Mythical Island Primeape.
No. Mythical Island Primeape is 120. That is nasty.
No,
Say
Mythical
something.
Island Primeape 50.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
50.
120.
Oh, yeah. This
Yeah.
one is cracked. Yeah, this one is cracked. This one is good. This one is a solid C to B tier. This
So-
one is good.
Are we thinking it's going to be above Palkia EX Greninja or below?
Honestly,
Should
yeah.
be low.
Honestly, yeah. Palkia Greninja is really ass. Primeape, on the other hand, punches for 50. Turn 3.
Mm-hmm. And then when you pair it with Lucario,
I was
Yeah,
about to
yeah,
say
yeah.
potentially 70.
mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
he's-
70.
Ant says y'all are sleeping on Primeape. He goes off in Vice City, bro.
Jesus.
Oh, man, that is wild.
I'm
That
actually
is
going to
getting
sit here
done
and
dirty.
say
Um,
Primeape Lucario. I
Mhm.
think Primeape Lucario, especially if you have the one Marshadow in, Primeape
Yeah.
Lucario is the best shell for Lucario
I'm
right
about
now.
to say that's
Not
the best fighting
exactly.
deck, yo. Is that not
And
the
I think
best
it
fighting
pushes
deck,
it-
right?
No,
Not
because
the
you've got
best fighting
Zone
deck.
Marshadow. But I think it's low B.
Yeah,
really?
I
I
think
would
so.
put it above a lot of those B tier decks.
It is better than Yanmega. Yanmega. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We're playing two of the worst EXs and we're coping for it, right? Yanmega
Basically.
sucks. I would say it's
Bro,
better than a Yanmega for sure.
no, we're
Strong.
not talking about Yanmega again, bro.
Come on. This Primeape Lucario deck is an actual good deck. I can say that.
Okay.
It's an actual deck.
Okay, hold on a second. We just kind of let him put Darkrai Weavile. First of all, below Darkrai Weezing, which we all agree.
As
nah,
it
but
should.
Lord-
Okay, so hear me out. I just did that to see how long it would
Weezing.
take y'all to notice.
Bro,
I
I saw
noticed
that.
immediately, but
Below
now
Weezing
it
is
actually needs to be
wild, bro.
addressed. I think the inconsistency of Darkrai Weavile, there's an argument to be made that it is not S tier.
It's not S.
I do not
No.
think it's B
Not
tier.
S. Yeah, it's not S.
It's probably A. You're right.
Yeah, I
It's
moved it
probably
today.
Low A.
I moved today.
Yeah.
That's an
that's
acceptable
fair.
spot for it.
So-
I definitely think it's better than Celebi Superior, but
How-
Right.
I do think
right there's fine.
I do think Primeape Lucario is better than Dialga Yanmega, honestly, bro.
All right. Good to know.
Dialga-
It's more.
Don't disrespect
If
the
you go
Dialga
turn
that
one
much.
with Dialga, listen to me. Turn one with Dialga, what do? Do you concede? Yes, you do. Come on, it sucks. It
No,
sucks, bro.
Dialga's a tank the same way Moltres is. Even if the energy
Yeah,
acceleration
guess.
isn't as good as Moltres,
But,
it's just as tanky,
yeah.
and it
We can
enables
make it
its
as
attacker
you know. Yeah.
just as efficiently.
Yeah.
I do like Darkrai. I do like Dialga Wigglytuff more than Mega. I mean, come on, dude.
Ooh,
Okay,
Right.
okay, buddy. Bro, tell me
Yeah.
you like
That's a
flipping
hot
coins,
take.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I might have to try that actually.
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
No, no,
Wiggly is the best
Ash
partner,
might be
obviously.
cooking
You
with
can
that.
actually lead with the Jigglypuff.
Yeah,
if you have
yeah.
to.
Guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
done.
Okay,
Okay,
we'll
Chapel,
save that.
unless
for
you're
later.
trying to, unless you guys are trying to cook on another one of these concede to win decks, bro. It's not gonna
Yeah.
work.
See, Nacho, no,
think
no, we're
Wigglytuff
coping.
is. I think Wigglytuff deals enough damage to go with
Yeah.
its disruption, which, by the way,
Exactly.
Sleep is.
Same with
Sleep
Mismagius.
No. Sleep blows confusion out of the water. You can't
Right,
swim.
right.
That
Yo.
difference alone,
Well,
Mismagius might as well. It might as well
well.
not even have an effect.
No,
Exactly,
no,
bro.
no.
You can
No,
retreat
no,
out
no.
of it.
See, no. They're meant for different things. If they wanted to copy and paste it, they would have. Confusion is ridiculous. You have to retreat out of it or risk a chance. It's ridiculous.
Bro, it
bro.
does
It's
the
not as
same
good
thing,
as,
except you
it's not
can't
as good
retreat
as
out of
Sleep,
it.
but you can't
Yeah,
sleep.
okay,
It's-
okay.
Here's why confusion is in the game. Confusion
Mm-hmm.
is in the game so they can add that kind of disruption to a higher damage tier. It's like, yeah. We want it to kind of sleep, but we also want it to deal some aggressive damage.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's
True.
find a middle ground between doing nothing and doing the best status in the
Let
game.
me tell you why Mismagius is one of the best EXs. First of all, it has one retreat cost, 140 health, which is good, a good
Mhm.
stage one. Two energy for 70 and confusion, bro. You're freaking
Nah,
out.
I'm picking Starmie
Vice
over
is y'all playing
Mismagius
it?
every
What
single day.
Vice City is playing it? Because I need to know, bro. Like honestly. But yeah, dude, Mismagius is really good.
So the next we have Rampardos.
Oh my god, it is set confusion of that. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know anything about
Rampardos-
Rampardos very much. I played against it a few times.
Yeah, me too.
I see it once every week, I think, whenever I'm playing the game.
Can I take this one though? Can I talk
Yes.
about this?
Yeah, go for it, Matt.
The ability. Okay, yes, Rampardos is not very consistent, but when it goes off, dealing 130, 150 with Lucario for one fighting energy is insane. Like if you really think about it.
Wait, what's the drawback though? We know it's a drawback.
It
correct?
hits itself for
Do
50.
damage to yourself.
It's
Yeah, but
No. See, we're not about to sit up and act like that's not a big problem, bro. You can do one
Bro.
attack and you're dead the next turn.
I'm saying it's not very good. It's a fun deck. It's fun. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's completely viable. It's good at
Yeah,
one
no.
thing, and that is hitting hard. It hits
Yeah.
very hard.
No, I agree with you. That is ridiculous. But it's just not it's just not powerful in the policy.
I'm not saying it's a good deck. It's a fun deck. It's meant to be a casual
No, I
deck.
agree with
It's
you.
not
I agree with you. But I'm just saying, like, it's just not. I don't know.
So
it's just
Matt, where
missing-
would you put it in the tier list?
Yeah.
I would put it like obviously below the Lucario Primeape deck. I would put it like in C tier.
So that's really interesting. So the way I'm sort of seeing the fighting decks right now, obviously I don't really consider the Magnezone fighting deck a really true fighting deck because that's just a cop-out.
It's
Magnezone. It's Magnezone.
I would say that Gallade and Rampardos are sort of tied, but for both of those decks, you're better off running no Lucarios in there. And so I think if this deck had no Lucario paired with it, and it was just like the Hitmonlee version, I think it would be way higher.
I'm not gonna lie, Gallade is better than what y'all saying it is. It's definitely better than Dialga.
No. It's not that you're lying. It's that you're wrong.
Gallade is so bad. Like, it's so mid.
You're just having an experience that isn't incongruent with the rest of everyone else's experience.
Gallade can take out a lot of mons.
Bro, y'all are tripping on Gallade. Ash is right. Yeah, it's definitely a B tier card, bro.
It is.
It does work, man. It does work.
It does. It's not garbage.
I'm willing to put Gallade up some, but I don't think it's B tier. It's so bad.
I've seen Gallade a fair bit. I've seen people trying to make it work.
Honestly, like I fight him all the time. Like he's actually.
You can put Gallade in front of Mismagius, I think.
To Gallade once.
So
you know who I never fight. You know who I never fight is Dialga Yanmega. You know why? Because it sucks. Go on, Sheik.
Bro.
All right.
Go ahead and look at that tournament screenshot and look at what the highest win rate deck is. It's Dialga Yanmega.
The highest win rate impossible, or just for that Dialga?
Bro, I'm just saying this is from the tournament that happened a week ago. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It might go down.
Okay.
Yeah, we know it's gonna go down.
So, Jextro, would you like to take Gyarados?
Actually, I do want to say about Gallade. I don't think we found the right version yet, though, for the card.
Nope.
I still have. I don't think we found the right version. I'm sorry, but it has potential. It's just.
I told you we need more basic attack. We need more basic fighting EXs like Mewtwo.
Mm-hmm.
Like we need like a Palkia for fighting. Some crazy.
I could agree with that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Mismagius is in the same boat.
Yeah.
Give it another set or two more options for these kind of strategies.
Yeah.
These cards will improve.
Yeah.
But as they are right now, we're doing a meta tier list, not a what if.
Gallade has one retreat cost. I realized that all of the EXs, like the strong ones, they have really low retreat costs. So one retreat cost is wild on Gallade, bro.
Exeggutor EX has a 3 retreat cost.
Yeah.
Dialga has a 2 retreat cost. Palkia has a 2 retreat cost. I think a low retreat cost is powerful. I do not think an EX with a low retreat cost makes it powerful. It has to do more than just run away.
Right.
All right, so it looks like Shiro actually would like to take Gyarados, so go for it, Shiro.
There you go.
Yeah, go ahead, Shiro.
I think Gyarados is still good right now, and I can put it in S tier below Palkia, and above Darkrai Greninja, because the HP is a lot of HP, and in fact, it's stage 1. It can deal. It is more consistent than Greninja.
Okay. Would anybody else like to add to that? If you agree or disagree,
I would like to add because Gyarados is A tier. He's not S tier anymore. Gyarados, he was S tier, but now he's A tier. He's still ridiculous, but he's not as well. I guess he is with the 200 health. Gyarados is just annoying. It's just
because if you cape Gyarados, that's a whole tank.
Oh man.
I think Gyarados right now is the bulkiest deck, especially if it's like the Nacho. You can correct me, but the main version is still Druddigon Greninja. Is that right?
Yup.
Yeah. Still good.
I think Greninja is the bulkiest deck in the meta. And it's not even slow because of it. Like, it's not as fast as some of the other decks, but it's not as slow as you would think it would be for how hard it is to kill. And not just the Gyarados. You have to deal with a rocky helmeted Druddigon.
Yeah,
Greninja is not a non-factor. You know, with Leaf, you can really do some dynamic plays with this Gyarados deck, and eventually it's just going to start hitting its delete button.
No, he's
Like,
right.
I
He said
think Ninja is-
he said he's S with Lee being non-existent, which is true, dude. Gyarados is ridiculous. He's
Yeah,
not better than
yeah.
Palkia.
With Leaf being non-existent.
Yeah.
No, Lee.
No,
Hitmonlee.
Lee.
Oh, Lee. Yes,
Yeah.
I get you. Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah, no,
I
that's so
don't
right.
disagree with it
Yeah.
being S. I'm cool with that. And would y'all agree that Gyarados is more consistent than Darkrai Greninja?
Yeah, that
I
deck,
think
been
Gyarados
consistent.
is the home for
That deck
Greninja
been
right now.
consistent.
Yes,
Which is-
and can we be for real? It's the best water deck right now. We need to bump. Palkia
Come on,
below
no.
it.
See,
No,
Nacho,
no.
I was with
Palkia is
you, but
better.
no. It's not better than Palkia and Manaphy. Come on, Nacho.
It's
we know
way
this.
better than Palkia.
It's not. That Palkia and Manaphy deck, you
So,
can do whatever you want because they
I
have thousands
will-
of energy.
I will make this argument for either side. Gyarados.
Palkia has thousands of energy to play with. You're literally dancing with energy, bro. You have Misty, Vaporeon. It's literally like, come on, dude. You can
All right,
attack
what
the
were you
Palkia
saying, Sheik?
back
I-
to back if you want.
I was going to say something, but Ash
Dude.
is making good arguments. No, Ash, hear me out. What I
Yeah.
was going to say is Gyarados discards 1 energy from the field, possibly itself, whereas Palkia
Yeah.
discards 3. But
Yeah.
Ash does make a good point with Vaporeon,
Yeah.
with Misty, with Manaphy. You are playing
Yeah, it's
around with
too much
so much
energy,
energy
dude.
that
It's
maybe
too much energy, dude.
taking out 3
Especially with
energy
Giant
isn't
Cape.
that bad.
You giant cape your
He's,
Manaphy.
he's
you
trying
can-
to agree with you.
Come
Give
on,
him
dude.
give him a second,
Yeah.
man.
So
No, go ahead.
the only drawback I see is where Palkia's HP isn't as high as Gyarados.
Yeah.
I think I
But that's
actually I
but
agree
that's
with
the
Ash
thing,
here.
Sheik.
I think
No,
Palkia is
listen,
better than
Sheik,
Gyarados.
listen. Palkia can't have a higher HP stat than Gyarados because Gyarados is a state like you can't just. They're not just gonna give a basic 180 HP, 150 damage. Go ahead, just do you. No. See, it balances out. Palkia is a EX. He's a basic EX. So you Pokeball Palkia, bro. He's online. You know, Gyarados is not like that. You gotta get
Now,
Gyarados online.
Isaiah does make a good point in chat, and I didn't see earlier until now. I appreciate your sub as well. Gyarados, they said they take Gyarados over Palkia because it's easier to play. And I can definitely see
really?
that. Gyarados is a lot easier to play than Palkia because you throw Drud out, you get Magikarp on the back, you Misty, you go into Gyarados, you leaf out, and it's just, you're bam, 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 you're making plays and playing. Whereas with Palkia, you put Manaphy out, you distribute energy, then you go into Eevee, then you go into Vaporeon, then you're moving energy around, and then you go put Palkia out, you attack, you're moving more energy around. So I feel like
there's
Palkia
so many
takes,
moving pieces in
yeah,
Palkia.
I feel like Palkia, you have to
fought
drive the deck harder.
I fought a
HP
Palkia
Manaphy.
deck even when they were struggling with energy to haven't had the best start. It didn't matter. You got Misty, you got Manaphy, you got Vape. You're going to get the energy you require. So that's guaranteed.
Wait, so
Bro.
are you saying Palkia is better than Gyarados, or are you saying Gyarados is better than Palkia?
I feel
Wait, are we
like
talking about the EX in general or these two meta decks?
The deck.
we're talking about the
The decks.
decks.
Obviously, I think Palkia Manaphy is better than Gyarados, but
Mhm.
Hilarious.
So I feel like they're
Hilarious.
very
You're
close.
talking like Manaphy. Oh, they're close for sure. You're talking like Manaphy isn't 50 HP though. We gotta remember that fact. He's
Right.
Gyarados, Magikarp is 30 HP, bro. You start with
but
you
you're
don't
no.
always start with Juggernaut.
You know-
There's a big difference.
You don't always start with
goes
Druddigon,
out
bro.
first. No, you never lead with Magikarp. The
You have
comparison
Unless you're
would be
down bad.
No.
Sometimes
The
you have
comparison is
to.
either no. The comparison is either Manaphy or Druddigon.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I would make
You
the
don't have to worry.
argument that
Right.
if you don't if you don't leaf out the Druddigon,
Mhm.
it's almost the same as the free point for Manaphy. It's
Mhm.
not the same.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You can leaf it out. It does
Yep.
have longevity.
I think
Mm.
for the
Manaphy-
sake of just time, I'm willing to just leave Palkia where it's at and say that they're
Yeah.
almost dead even.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
And just
they're
keep
both
Palkia in
ridiculous.
front just
Yeah,
because it's the
they're-
new
they're
card.
very close.
That's true. We're taking
Yeah.
a
Very
long
close.
time.
Yeah, I think we're about to round out 2 hours right now. So next we have Skarmory, but not the Magnezone build. It's going to be the other Skarmory build. And
Bastiodon.
Bastiodon.
Oh, Bastiodon.
It's better than it's B tier. A. B.
No,
A,
it's
A.
definitely not A.
Not A.
As much as I love the deck, it is not an A tier deck.
Yeah, it's
Not
probably B.
consistent enough. I've
it's
tried
B.
it before. But the fossil is kind of trouble.
Okay. So I'm willing to put it
Unfortunately,
around
Only
mid B.
it's honestly high B. No, it's A. It's A. Come on, dude. You start with Skarmory, get your tools. You get Bastiodon. Once Bastiodon, you
Your opinion,
Now, the
Once
next one.
Bastiodon's online, you might as well concede, bro, because you're not
Bro.
punching through Bastiodon.
So
dude,
this
dude.
was what I was waiting on because the next one being Magnezone Skarmory, I feel
Yeah.
like Nacho should take both Skarmory decks and tell us where he wants to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Nacho, bro.
Give us your opinion now.
Wait, what's the next X? Sorry.
No, both. I'm gonna let you rate
Skarmory,
both of the
yeah.
decks:
Yeah,
he's gonna let
Skarmory
you take these
Bastodon
little
and
Skarmory
Skarmory Magnezone.
Okay, so Skarmory Magnezone, in my opinion, is the number 2 deck in the format right now, but it's debatable number 2, number 3 with the Darkrai Magnezone, but it's definitely S tier. That
Top
deck
four.
is
It's top
frying
four.
right
It's
now.
top-
It's
Yeah.
frying. The
Yeah.
50 damage is huge right now,
Mhm.
and unfortunately, the Skarmory Bastiodon is
Mhm.
not doing quite as well. It's just not quite as consistent as the Magnezone. But
No.
man, that is such a cool deck. It's such a creative deck. You can get wins out of anywhere with that deck. It's one of
Absolutely.
those decks where you literally never concede with it because you could always just
Yeah.
flip heads.
Dude, that's
win
so true.
infinitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Dude,
I-
it's literally broken, but okay. Yeah, this
It's just-
Skarmory, I would say this Magnezone Skarmory deck, honestly, is currently
Why
the
will you
best
put
deck in the
the-
game.
Skarmory Bastiodon deck, Nacho.
It is currently the
Alright.
best deck.
Something like this.
This dude
Wait,
Nacho
wait,
just
wait.
went 4-0
Have a good
with
one,
it
bro.
in a tournament.
Okay. And have a
Bro,
great night,
it's-
Matt. I saw
it's
what you put in
good.
the chat.
All right, have a great.
Now I will take
Yeah.
this next one because you know how I feel about Starmie.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I don't think Palkia Starmie is a great deck. It's fun.
I used
but-
to like it.
I used to as well, but I feel like there's so many more. How do I put this properly? I feel like there's so many more options that are just better for Palkia. Palkia, Vaporeon. I mean, honestly, I would even go as far as to say Palkia Starmie is on the same level as Palkia Greninja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
honestly, we were finding out the best Palkia decks before the Vaporeon garbage. We were testing it out, and Palkia Starmie was probably top 2 Palkia.
Yeah,
It
and
was ridiculous. It was fast.
but
don't
once
know
you
about that.
once we go into Vaporeon with Manaphy, I mean, there's
Yeah.
no comparison, honestly.
There is. It's just it's literally sad. It's literally sad. Like, is anyone gonna discuss this? Like, come on, dude.
No.
But,
Can
Ants
we
makes a
talk
good
about this-
point. Ant says, "Let's be honest, Magnezone put Starmie in a coffin."
Yep.
No,
And-
no, I disagree.
Okay.
I think Magnezone was an incredible buff to Starmie. It put Articuno in a coffin. You run Magnezone instead of Articuno with Starmie.
Bro.
Wait,
Just
whoa.
overall,
Talk about different thing.
Did I just hear Starmie
No.
Magnezone?
Yes.
No
I mean-
way.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what Ant says is that people play Magnezone, that's why people are afraid to play Starmie. Because Magnezone can one-shot Starmie, right?
Yeah, that's what.
No,
he's talking about.
exactly.
That's what
But,
Ant said.
Okay.
but against anything that isn't Magnezone, and
That's why
I'll admit,
Starmie
that's kind of
here
smart.
is
There's a lot of
going to be
Magnezone.
low. Yeah.
you know what I think would be good with Starmie? I think Empoleon. Starmie and Empoleon.
Alright.
Okay, bro.
Well,
I'm not trolling, Nacho.
man, that's-
so I think we're gonna move on to the next one because I know I want to hear Ash make their argument here. Mewtwo, go for it. Make us believe in Mewtwo again, Ash.
Okay,
You got
as
30
simple as
seconds.
this. As simple as this. Mewtwo's existence literally nullifies the fighting type existence. So, what do you? I mean, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. Let me see. Let me look at these decks real quick.
Fighting's the
Um,
worst.
Bro, it's crazy because on this tier list, we're gonna be having fighting decks ahead of all the psychic decks.
It still
Yeah.
shuts down psychic. It still shuts down the fighting types. So it shuts down Gallade so hard. Let me see.
We
would
know
say
we know
it's-
for a fact Mewtwo's not S. Can we agree on
No,
that?
it's not S. Yeah, it's not S.
Do
but,
we think that
I
it's strong enough to be low A though, or is it B?
No,
I do. I do think
It's-
Mewtwo will stand the
No.
test of time. I do think Mewtwo is A tier. I do. Mewtwo will stand the test of time, bro. Mewtwo has already what it needs. It's just finding out what else it needs. And I've been playing around with Mismagius. I've been playing around with Azelf, Cyrus. You know, Mewtwo is just ridiculous, bro.
Zuck says Mewtwo is C, and
The
Ant
highest
says
could-
Hitmonlee
No,
makes it
no.
very hard for Gardevoir to get online.
What?
Mhm.
What are you? No, no,
Yeah, I would
no.
agree with that.
No, bro. I've never had that problem.
Now Isaiah
Yeah,
says
I would say
Gardevoir is a
Mewtwo is-
super strong energy accelerator that helps
Yeah.
Mewtwo. Which we
Oh yeah,
about to
it's-
say that.
you can't run Mewtwo without Gardevoir. I
True.
don't think anyone disagrees
Yeah.
with that. I think the
That's not true.
effectiveness-
It is.
You don't
true.
think so?
Mewtwo Magnezone sucked. It did. Come on, Nacho. You know. Come on.
okay,
Or in
okay,
Vice
let's
City.
be for real. You can't run Gardevoir without Mewtwo.
What?
Mewtwo, you cannot run Gardevoir without Mewtwo.
Golurk, Mew, Gengar.
Golurk.
No.
You asked.
Don't show it
You
us.
asked. You asked, bro.
Bro, Golurk is mentioned, bro. This
You
is a
asked.
crazy tier
I
list.
don't know. It's-
Well, it's trash.
I didn't even know that was in the game. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's let the case rest right there, bro.
I would say
Okay.
it is middle of the road B tier. It's literally perfect. That's a perfect spot. It's the perfect spot for Mewtwo. Middle of the road right now, but this
It's
I
probably
think
B tier.
Skarmory Bastodon is
No,
definitely
no,
better,
no.
and I think Dialga Yanmega is probably
oh
better.
god, don't
No.
say that. Don't say
It's
that.
Definitely better.
No. See, no. Dialga Yanmega should be C tier. Honestly, it's not good anymore. Like someone thought it was good,
But you're
didn't
just wrong
realize-
on that.
Someone thought it was good, but didn't realize it actually sucked.
It is
It's not
actually
his best
good.
partner.
It is
Bro,
actually
it's putting
good.
up
Not
numbers.
Dialga's best
Like
partner.
that deck
bro.
is Dialga Yanmega is tight.
It's not
It
even his
is.
best partner.
It
It's
is
not-
the best part.
honestly,
Yeah,
Yanmega doesn't
it
have
is.
a good-
Okay.
It
It
is.
is the best partner.
So who would like to take
Alright,
Venusaur eggs?
Oh me, please.
No,
All right,
I
go
wouldn't.
for it.
Venusaur
Oh, I haven't
eggs.
done.
No,
I haven't done
Venusaur
one in
eggs
like
is terrible.
45 minutes. You got to give me Venusaur eggs.
All right,
Yeah.
chap. We'll take it.
Okay. The thing with Venusaur eggs is you're running a lot of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You've got
Yeah.
2 stage 2s, or You got both Venusaur line. You have to run. You've got both
Yeah.
Exeggutor line. You have to run.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You also want both Shaman, and you can go down to 1 Shaman, but you want both. There's
I
a
don't
lot of
even think
Pokemon.
Shaman is ran. That's too many mons at that point, bro.
Oh,
You
there's
can't
so
run Shaman.
many more. So many
You
Pokemon.
can't run Shaman, bro. You're coping with the Shaman, bro. You can't run. You can't even run Exeggutor. You're coping with Exeggutor, bro.
All right, what?
Venusaur-
Hold on a
Yeah.
second. It's my turn. It's my turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me have my piece. I don't think Venusaur needs Cyrus. I don't think it really needs Sabrina. It benefits I think the Egg
Indeed,
Venusaur deck is the best deck to run PC in.
Mhm.
Objectively. You can't run both. You don't have room for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when you see the one of, it's always going to be a beneficial card to have.
Yeah.
think you might
Especially if
even
you're
run
on the double
two.
chain.
I do agree
You
with
probably
Ants.
you probably
I do
do.
agree with Ants, bro. Venusaur with Caterpie is the way to go. You wanna heal? You go full
Bro.
healing. You don't dibble and dabble.
No,
Nacho,
absolutely
are you
not.
serious? You don't dibble
Absolutely
and dabble
not.
with the healing because then it's not going to be enough healing. You go Butterfree and maybe
No, 10 every
Yeah.
turn stacks. It adds up, especially because Venusaur heals itself,
Mhm.
especially because you definitely run both Potion, both Erica. That 10, 20, 30, 40, because Venusaur is
but-
absolutely staying on the board.
starting the game with
It's-
Shaman is a death wish, bro. You're forgetting about
Sure,
that.
but you have no, but you have Exeggutor and you have Bulbasaur. You're not. If your hand only has Shaman, you have hit a freak rarity, and you should buy a lottery ticket.
Okay, but to
True.
clarify here, we're debating between like C and D tier, right?
Yeah.
it's D&D
Uh,
tier.
Well, honestly, nah.
I don't necessarily think it's. I don't necessarily think it's B tier.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think it's D tier. Like
Well,
it's not.
Are we
ran
saying
often.
middle of the road C tier then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, mid-ish C tier.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's better than.
Middle of the road.
I don't think it's better than Starmie Palkia.
Okay. Okay.
It's probably
It
better
might
than
be, 'cause
Palkia
this was the
Greninja.
first. Venusaur was the first card that we knew to counter. Like this was the first card that we was like, oh, this actually counters Darkrai. So I do agree. With this.
Yeah, but
The Venusaur line is kind of slow.
Celebi.
Yeah.
it is slow.
It is super
If
slow.
we were not in such an aggressive meta, I think it'd be mid, high mid B tier, but the meta is very fast right now. And if you don't lead with the Exeggutor, it's a slog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think where it's at right now is exactly where it needs to be. It's a fun
Yeah.
deck. It
Mhm.
can win against some very strong decks. It
Yeah.
can also just flounder and do nothing.
Because it's the tankiest deck in the game. You got 210 health Venusaur healing.
No,
Lord knows
you do
how
not
much
have room for
per
Cape. Cape is
What?
overkill, and you don't have
You
room for it.
can,
Nah.
put a cape in there. The deck is full.
Okay.
Wow.
So next we have Yanmega Exeggutor.
Yanmega
it's
Egg.
kind of-
See, that's better than Dialga Yanmega.
I agree.
I would agree. I would agree with that. Like, yeah.
Do we think
yeah,
it's
like I said,
above Mewtwo though?
Yeah.
It's above
No,
Mewtwo.
no.
Definitely above
I think it's probably even better than Skarmory Bastiodon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
based
I
on
do
how
think
consistent
Mewtwo-
it is.
I think Mewtwo and this deck is better than Scalmy Best. That deck is not consistent.
Okay.
You're
buddy.
mistaken. As
Not
a
consistent,
but it's
Mewtwo
good.
fan, you're mistaken.
And it still counted Darkrai Weavile though.
Nacho,
That's right.
I clap you almost
That's right.
every day with Mewtwo. What is this? Copium? The amount of copium, bro, is just it's wild.
Bro, there's no way you're gonna say this shit like it's true, bro. Dude, you haven't
Charming
beaten with
Bastiodon.
Mewtwo in 2 months, man.
No,
Okay.
Nacho, he has picked his hill, and by God, he's gonna die on it.
Hey, I respect
Very-
it.
I mean,
So I do
Bro, my
feel
problem
like
is-
the last card or the last deck here is pretty much a easy one. I'd say bottom S tier for Charizard, personally.
Really?
Yeah. Test of time. It's
Yeah.
another one of them tested. Can we make a
Just
test
throw it
of
in there.
time tier list because it's one of them test of time decks, just like Mewtwo, Gyarados, Celebi. It's just one of them decks. that's just
I
fun
think
to
that
play.
would be a fun.
Oh,
tier
right,
list.
Greninja
I don't think we have enough
Charizard
sets
right
yet.
So Lungy in the chat says Mewtwo on top.
Of course. At least he plays the game. He actually plays the game. He doesn't play
yo,
Vice City Pocket.
So
Somehow
let
Lungy
me
and
just
Ash-
point this out because Ash said at least he plays the game. I know for a fact Lungy has never played Pokemon Pocket.
No.
bro,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
dude has been caught out so hard.
Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna go over
Yeah.
this real quick. So we have S tier, Celebi Exeggutor, then Magnezone Skarmory, then Darkrai
now.
Magnezone, then
Yep.
Palkia Vaporeon, Gyarados,
Yep.
Darkrai Greninja, and then Charizard. For
Yes,
A tier,
these are the
Charizard
best.
is a- no,
These are
Charizard
the
is
best low.
above
These are
Greninja.
currently the strongest decks in the game. These are the
Yes.
decks you will be seeing.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I think every
Yeah.
deck here deserves to be here. I think Charizard
Yeah.
is definitely better than Darkrai Greninja.
Yep.
Yeah, Darkrai Greninja. I don't even know why that's up here. To be honest, that's not. No, that
Oh,
that's
no,
not.
no,
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 Darkrai
no,
Greninja
no.
is very strong.
yeah, I feel
It
like
is
it
strong,
still
but
stays
it's not
in S.
tier. It's
So-
not
I
S
think it
tier.
is. I think it is.
All right.
I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not gonna lie.
Those are
Yeah, I guess it can be. It can be, but it's just bricks. But
put the Gyarados above the Palkia, and then that's a perfect S tier in my opinion.
yeah, Charizard is ridiculous. Test of time.
I feel like I'm happy with this tier list. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I do too. I do like the S tier, but
Yeah.
the A tier, that Exeggutor and Mew, please, for the love of God, bro. Please, just move him down.
No,
Just at least move down one slot. Please do something about that Exeggutor and Mew. Bro.
Does
It's
this make
not
you
good.
happy, Ash?
Mew-
Does that
no.
make you happy?
Exeggutor Mew is
Bro, listen,
exactly the same deck as Exeggutor Celebi, except it does
Yeah.
a little bit better in some matchups, a
No.
lot better in other matchups, and a little bit worse in most matchups.
See, I got the
It's
receipts.
the
Nacho
same
gave me
deck.
Nacho gave me the receipts. Little did he know the receipts were in my favor. So, Exeggutor
Okay.
Mew, bro. Oh my God! Out of 135 wins, they got 135 wins, 100 losses, 56% win rate. I mean, no, yeah, 56% win rate, which is terrible. Meanwhile, Exeggutor
What?
Bro.
Celebi.
So above 50% is winning. Like that's
Above
That's
Yeah.
good. That's actually really good.
No.
No, let him actually read the stats out because he's about to catch himself up, bro.
Because no.
What did I get?
Yeah, go ahead and read the receipts.
No,
Show
no,
us the
no,
receipts.
No. I just read it. You're trolling. This is what type of tournament is this,
Yeah.
bro? What
Bro,
type
this
of
is the
tournament is
biggest-
this, Nacho, bro?
This is the biggest
Literally.
tournament every week. This is the most.
No.
This had
No.
2,000 players in it.
Is it the Ursa Day tournament?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
but since you're
Oh,
saying that, though, it has
it's-
twice as many players. It has twice as many players, bro. Literally,
Okay.
triple is amount of players.
Yes.
As the Executor.
I'm not out here telling you that Mew is better than Celebi, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's not, it's
saying
not.
the deck has some legs. Like
It
not
has some
actually-
legs, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, boys. I feel like this is where we're going to end the tier list
Right,
right
yeah.
here. I feel like it's good.
Yes, sir.
I
Yeah.
mean that
Yeah,
S tier
I think we
list,
nailed it.
the S rank. That's the decks you're going to see in the most tournaments. That's what you're seeing in the events, and
But if we,
it's good.
but in the A tier should be the decks that we see daily playing the game, like Gallade,
bro.
Infernape.
Nah.
No
No,
chance.
we're good.